Yeah, must be nice, fucking dickhead.
No,
but like actually, Gabe, like you remember we were trying to get everybody else verified.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god. Well, hi everyone. Welcome to a surprise pilot cast live stream with gosh, we've got like almost everybody here, and that's insane to me. But we can go through and everyone can reintroduce themselves and what they played in the pilot of HAZBIN Hotel. So yeah, do you guys want to start off with that? Are we going to go in order? You want to just jump in? Whoever's on the order? Top screen. I don't know.
What order?
I don't know because it keeps changing.
All right, I'm going to go order of loudest and most obnoxious, so I'll start.
There you go.
I'm Mick Lauer. I'm the voice of Husk, and I'm psyched to be here. It's nice to see Viv and her cute, big-headed, beautiful kitty. And I swear the next time I actually see Viv in real life, her hair is going to be down to her feet.
I know, it's getting so long. It's crazy.
I'm Michael Kovach. I voiced Angel Dust in the pilot of HAZBIN Hotel. Hello.
That sounds just like the character.
Just the hello.
Lovely.
Hello. That's what he talks like. He says hello, just like that.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Exactly that.
All right, Ed, go. You go, Ed.
What?
It's your turn.
Oh, me? Hi, I'm Edward Bosco. I'm the voice of Alistair.
Yeah.
Lovely. Lovely.
hi. I just said hi. I'm sorry. I'm Krystal, and I am the voice of Cherry, and I am so excited to be here with everyone and seeing their lovely faces again. Like, I didn't even plan on this smile happening today. I'm excited. So, hello.
You've got a kitty too. Look at that.
Oh yeah, this is Atticus Sphinx.
Atticus
Oh
is so
my
cute.
goodness.
There's a lot of cat flexing going on, just making me jealous.
No,
I don't have a
he's
cat. I
really
feel left out.
flexible. He's like wobbly.
My cat isn't in the room, but I have a little. Oh, it's turning invisible. I have a little thing that looks like her.
Cute.
That's adorable.
I've got an Atticus mug somewhere. Is it in the dishwasher?
You don't have any merch. No merch.
I guess I could go. Hi, I'm Faye Mata. I voice Katie Killjoy.
Yes. Oh, I love that character. So
I know, she's so fun.
I was practicing my lines. Well, I was outside grabbing a coffee real quick, and I was saying I don't touch the gays or something, and I was like, wait, I probably shouldn't say that out loud.
Oh,
Right?
no.
That's
What?
really bad.
In my head
really
canon,
bad.
Katie Killjoy is Joan Calamezzo from Parks and Rec after she dies. That's
My favorite part about that joke is that like 3 seconds later she touches Charlie.
Yeah.
She pokes Charlie. I love that like kind of like subtle like hypocrisy that we threw in with her.
Hey, Faye, if I got you a t-shirt that said that, would you wear that?
Probably not at all.
No, it wouldn't be the best idea at all.
No.
Not
I
a
would
good
burn
idea.
it. You could send me one to burn.
Oh my
All right,
God.
I'll cancel the order.
He was already on it. What's the link to the stream? Question mark.
I just clicked on Viv's.
YouTube.
I'll tell you what. I'll put it in the chat for everybody.
I've got it right here.
Glorious.
YouTube.
Glorious.
Oh,
all right.
Mike, I see how it is. That's
Elsie,
Right,
do
we
you want to
both, we both
introduce
did it.
yourself?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Elsie Lovelock, the only one who is in the UK right now, and I am the singing voice of Charlie in the HAZBIN Hotel pilot, and I'm really happy to be here, even though it is past 10 p.m., and it's amazing to see everybody and to see all of you. So thank you so much for having me.
Thanks
Thank
for
you so
making
much
it
for
out
being
all
here.
the way from the UK.
Yeah, flew in specially.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
It's my turn. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Gabriel. I'm not from the UK. And I'm the singing voice of Alistair because Ed needed help.
Can you turn your
He
gain up
does.
a little bit?
Oh yeah, I can gain all the way. Here we go. How's that? Is that better?
Much
More.
better.
That's
More.
better, yeah.
Taste there.
Can I cut in for just a second, Gabe? You don't have enough degrees to help me.
True. You are pretty hot.
What?
That's
that mean?
degrees, temperature.
No, shut up. Stop it. Stop. Get some help.
Yes, I've tried. Nothing helps anymore.
And that is everyone, right? Correct? Who's here with us?
Think so.
Awesome. Well, that is so cool. It's amazing to have so many of you guys here. It's been, I mean, we're a little late to be the anniversary of the pilot's release, but it was not that long ago, which is insane. And wow, I mean, it's been a crazy journey for me. I'd love to hear kind of how you guys have experienced like the fallout, the HAZBIN fallout since the last year's release. Because I don't think any of us were really expecting it to be as
It's way huger than any of us thought.
yeah, it's bigger
Yeah.
than I thought it would be. I hoped that the pilot would be, well received and people would like it and that we could make more and we could, explore its options as a series.
I knew
and-
it would do well.
Yeah, me too. Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, I expected it to do well because it had an audience and we had seen that by that point. But
And you're
like,
so talented.
oh,
I missed my face. Oh no, it zoomed in on me.
Yeah, I'm actually I'm a little disappointed with the reception, honestly. I think it's going to pick up a little bit more eventually. But for now, I think it's okay.
Starting a
It's
new
all right.
thing,
doing okay.
A decent
Doing
start.
moderate, decent start.
A good start.
Yeah.
Yes, this is all a good start.
Die.
But I absolutely, I want to thank the audience watching. I want to thank the audience who has supported or will watch this. It's been such an enormous hit thanks to you guys, and I'm really glad you're enjoying it. And this is not the end of the journey, so I'm very excited. But we're here to celebrate what we made a year ago and the amazing cast that brought it to life. And so this is kind of like a rough Q&A slash, just celebration-y panel. And it's also to let everyone know that every one of the cast here, including some of the actors that are not here, are doing like personalized signings. And you can definitely find the link for them in the description and when everybody's signings are happening. But this is really to support you guys as the cast and, allow the audience to get some personalized artwork from you and just have a little piece of
Spread the love.
spread the love.
Spray it all over the fans, just like they want it.
Yes, exactly. But I'm gonna look through the super chats and see if we get any like direct questions from fans. But in the meantime, I guess like the starter question I'd love to ask you guys is just, how it feels to have like the pilot be as viewed as it is and as celebrated as it is, and like was it weird? Was it like exciting? Like I don't know, what was the take from everyone?
Can I stay silent? I always feel bad when there's a lot of people. I'm like, if I talk,
I know
Like,
it's
who should
I'm
talk
looking at everyone's
first?
like
I
waiting.
thought it's
gotta
scary.
fight.
It's scary.
Fight
There's obviously a lot of
It is.
pressure because it's such a huge deal, and suddenly being shifted into that kind of position, it's just like, whoa, this is new to all of us. Pretty much, this is one of the biggest things that a lot of us have really done. Like as far as the internet goes, especially, there's a huge audience for this, so it's just wild. And there's a lot of adapting to that, a lot of adapting to people. Like seeing you as this character and, just adoring the project. And, it's really, really lovely. Honestly, I love the community behind HAZBIN, and it's been a great experience this past few years, honestly.
That's one thing I always say. It's to see it do this well is kind of like a dream come true, where you see it and you're like, wow, this is amazing. I want to be a part of it. But then as it gets better, you're like, oh my God, this is amazing. I'm so glad I'm a part of it. And then every day I'm just kind of like waiting to wake up because the people are nice. The work is amazing. you're waiting for any of it to not be real, and it's all real. It's a dream come true in a lot of ways, but I think the most important thing is just the people I've met through it has just made this probably the best experience of my life.
And for me, I feel like it's really actually encouraging too to see something independently made, first of all, be so professional, and then be so well received and be so insanely popular. And that, you know, really to me is exciting because it shows it's a kind of pioneering in a way what is possible on, you know, in independent, you know, creative projects like this. It's very exciting to see that, you know, come to fruition and to be.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you know, as far as like, you know, projects that are popular, they get fan art. We see that. But I just have to say, in terms of the artistic community that's been supportive of this, I feel like that's just a testament, because not only is the fan art absolutely mind blowing. I mean, there's people who are doing like full blown like comics of this stuff, like in their own,
Comics,
like, you know,
like
so
illustrations,
yeah,
like
illustrations,
paintings.
but then the
Surreal.
cosplays are what fucking rock my
Yeah.
head, because these aren't easy. A lot of these character
No,
designs
they're
are
not.
not easy to emulate. And the amount of people who have clearly put in so much passion into their cosplays of these characters, and even some of the OCs of this world, it's absolutely bonkers just how much passion and talent and energy, beyond just support, you know, beyond just coming and watching these streams, or you know, coming to any of the Honeycast stuff, or you know, watching the episodes and commenting and sharing it on social. I mean, personal investment, time, energy. It's crazy to see, and I think it's a testament to how much other people care about this particular project, which is great to see.
I think people don't really realize how difficult it is to make such an amazing project, like a half-hour-long pilot from independently from different people all over. It is just such a feat. And me personally, like,
will never forget. I don't sleep. I don't sleep well, so I'll wake up at like 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning periodically and just look at my phone till I fall asleep. And I never was able to do that and hop on Discord or Twitter and not see people actively working on it. It was passion and talent that I've just never seen.
And everybody
before.
loved
I hope
working
I
on it
absorbed
too.
Some of it.
It was like everybody loved working on it. It got done surprisingly fast for how long it is and how independent it is. A lot of projects of this scale usually take like years and years. This is done in like what, 2 or 3 years? Like as far as like
it was
crazy.
2. It was like almost exactly 2 years.
That is so fast for something like this.
That really blew my mind. It's really
amazing.
It was a labor.
Yeah, I have no idea how we did that. Because originally, it's crazy too, because like originally the pilot like was not we wrote a really big script, but like there were songs and stuff that weren't in it originally, and then like the more we were doing it, the more I was like, hey, what if like this was a song? Because I've always wanted to make like a big musical project, and so like that's why the songs were kind of like a secondary part of it. Like I knew we were gonna have the big opening song. I think the opening song might have been one of the last things that was added, because I was like, wait, is that song public domain? It is. Okay. And so like, you know, we were just kind of like figuring out like what we were gonna do like as it was going, but like I was building it up to be like this bigger thing as it went. So yeah, it's surreal like how much of like a big undertaking it
So
became.
when are you announcing the HAZBIN Hotel Broadway musical?
Oh my god!
We got it. I'm ready.
It's so cool to like that. I won't, like, obviously I cannot give any details, so heads up to everyone in the chat. I can't give any details about like the current state of the show, but I will say that like stage rights has come up like in like, you know, contracty stuff or like the studio stuff and stuff. And it's obviously it doesn't mean like that's happening. It's just like they've like discussed like what would happen if like someone wanted to do that, or like it did get brought up in like one meeting. Someone was like, okay, so like we have a lot of stage stuff. Like, what if the stage thing? And I was like, what do you mean? What about it? So, you know, like I would love to bring something like this to the stage. I mean, it's always like a dream of mine to do something with the stage, even if it's just like doing the album art for like a a Broadway show, like the playbill art. So,
But
you know,
Viv,
yes.
isn't the world a stage?
All the world. All the world.
Do you know what that quote is from? The world's a stage.
Yeah, it's from HAZBIN
What's the
Hotel.
line? What's the line, Ed?
Stage and the stage.
You probably have to say it more than I do.
Probably. The world is a stage, and the stage is a world of entertainment.
That one,
I thought
yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing the
it's from-
Shakespeare one.
That was beautiful.
No, that one is actually a little quote that I homage from one of my favorite musicals that kind of has a lot of thematic relevancy to HAZBIN, but I have not seen anybody catch it yet. So that's all I'm going to say. So, now your homework is to find out what movie that is. And
That was from a
watch it.
movie.
Yeah, I was gonna
From a
say
movie musical.
Wait, all the world stages from a movie?
It's from a movie musical from like I want to say 50s.
Moulin
I'm really
Rouge?
bad at the dates. No.
No shots in the dark. You have to come in knowing what it is.
well, there is the Shakespearean quote, "All the world's a stage, and we're merely players."
That
Yeah.
was before the 1950s.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know
Okay.
the rules.
Yeah, I
and
believe
stuff.
that. Don't think that had any like,
Wrong musical.
tap
Sorry.
dancing
Oh, sorry,
sequences.
my bad. I didn't mean to do that.
What's it from,
But,
chat? Wrong answers only.
Wrong answers only.
Frozen.
Frozen.
Yeah.
Frozen 2, the sequel that came out after the pilot. And that was where it was from. But no, yeah, it's been a really amazing, like the fan support of the show, and like the fan art and like the fan songs now, and like
The Bible.
it's blowing me away.
Pokemon.
Bible?
Beetlejuice. Hamilton. Star Wars.
Oh, I thought you were saying the
The Bible. I love the Bible.
La la la.
Shrek. Sorry.
The Bible is my
The
favorite
chat
musical.
responses.
Yeah, Bible the musical is it's
Bible
set for a
the
revival actually.
I'm
In the beginning.
I guess we've technically got a few of those. We've got like Joseph. We've got
Joseph was
Godspell.
fun. I was Joseph and Joseph. That was a really fun show.
yeah. It's fun.
That's
I've
for sure.
never. So many people. That's like their favorite shows are like those like the Godspell, Joseph,
My
like
favorite's probably Wicked.
Jesus Christ Superstar,
My
and I've
God.
never seen any of them. I've
You
never
know,
seen
some-
those ones. I need to. They're on my list.
Jesus Christ Superstar and a few of the other ones that you named, I don't feel like they have great songs, but as like actual production, like the production value of it's cool, depending, because a lot of them are traveling shows too. But
I
Mhm.
They're not
just
always-
saw Superstar for the first time during this quarantine because they when was it Andrew Lloyd Webber who put it up on YouTube and like
Yeah,
that
they
company
released a
itself?
bunch of HD like recordings.
Yeah,
of shows with
I
Andrew.
enjoyed it. I was surprised. I had never seen it, and it was really good.
yeah, every
Oh, I
audition
didn't
piece
catch
is
that.
generally one of those songs they pop up.
Wicked's probably
I've
my
seen-
favorite.
Me
Wicked's
too.
great.
Oh my
Wicked is
God.
amazing.
It's such
It's
a
one of my
cliche
tops.
answer, but
It's
it's so
beautiful.
close to my heart. Like it is. It got
Yes.
as popular as it did for a reason. It's so.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's
They
so
want us to
good.
play Among Us. We should do that sometime.
Avenue Q and Book of Mormon, I tend to
Book of
like
Mormon.
the kind
I
of
love
Book of Mormon
ones
is so
and the
good.
goofier ones. Yeah.
If you like goofier ones, so there's one that I always try and sell people on because it's a lesser known goofy one, but like it's one of my personal favorites. Like when I saw it, I think personal taste wise, I think I liked it a little bit more than Mormon, only because it was so different and like its plot was so like unique that I was like, you know what, I think this one hit me in the funny bone a little bit more. That
Which
said,
one?
Mormon's fucking hilarious. It's called Something Rotten. Never
I
recommend
Oh,
everybody
yeah,
watch
that
it.
Something Rotten so much.
I knew someone.
That one's so good. If you haven't heard that one and you want like a comedy musical, it's a really good one. And then another kind of like comedy musical that's like which a lot of people like it now, but like I recommend it to everyone here if you like musical stuff is the Beetlejuice musical. It's really
Hmm.
funny.
Oh,
I
yeah.
really
Fantastic.
want to see that so bad. It
Me
looks
too.
So
Good.
good.
So
My
good.
favorite
gosh.
comedy musical is HAZBIN Hotel.
Yeah.
Well,
Good
aren't you great?
There you go.
Amazing.
That's the correct
But
answer.
Yeah, I'm excited. Like the future feels very bright for like everyone like involved with the project. And that's another thing that really like makes me happy is seeing like the success of HAZBIN has now kind of bolstered into like so many other projects and so many other things that like have kind of like come from it, or like, you know, the people involved have like gotten so many like amazing opportunities, and that makes me happy. And that goes from like not even just like the cast side of things, like more like the art side of things too. Like I'm seeing so many of my artists like branch off into doing like big things, or like be discovered through like their work on the show. And it's been really cool to see that like this little indie show with, you know, a bunch of demon characters saying the fuck word has branched into
Well, you've got
something.
kind of an extended, you've got like an extended universe going on now. I'm
Yes.
curious how many
Yeah.
other sub things are going to start coming
Sub-HAZBIN
out.
universe.
Hell,
Yeah.
it's huge. There's a lot of
It's a
potential.
very so I've
HAZBIN
had 2
Endgame?
years.
Mhm.
I've had 2 years to develop this world. And what's cool about it is that like, yeah, like it feels like a world that's big enough and its rules are figured out enough that I can set multiple series in different aspects and they can kind of breathe on their own. Like I would love to explore kind of like what is like how Earth works in this universe, like how demons who go to Earth like operate and like interact with humans. So that's kind of like the 3rd chapter, I feel, to this like universe, I guess. But between, you know, HAZBIN and Helluva, like they are 2 separate shows, so I'm trying to keep them separate, but like it's very easy to do that because they're literally 2 sides of the society in this universe. So like HAZBIN has to do with like proper like heaven and hell are both really heavily involved, and it's about like the centerpiece of hell, which is, you know, Charlie and her father, who are like the rulers of it, and then all the characters are people who died and like live there now, you know. But in Helluva, it's kind of like a completely different situation where it's about the societies that already live there and were born there. So it's more like about like, what do the species of hell work like, and how did like the 7 deadly sins work, and like how did the Archgalicia work, and it's like a completely different side, and it's more of like a fantasy, I think, set thing, because the people who died aren't really the centerpiece of the show, whereas HAZBIN, that is the entire focal point, and they are the it's more about the redemption of them, and it's a fun challenge to write, because like with HAZBIN, it's all about consequence, and it's all about like you know, redemption is a hard thing earned, and it's all about having that conversation, whereas like Helluva, they're not really looking for redemption because like they kill people. So like, you know, they're not really good, and they're not looking to be better. It's more like about their interpersonal relationship. So it's been a fun like duality in the 2 shows.
I did
now.
love that nod in the 2nd episode, the most recent one that just came out, to the HAZBIN music, or to the song that Charlie has.
Oh,
Yeah.
But it was like it was right around the time that they talk about like copyright infringement and like just
And then-
barely
Yeah.
not ripping things off. And I just thought that was really well placed. It was really clever.
Brilliant. I love that. I shrieked. I thought that was
Yeah.
so
That was so fun. Like Perry Grip wrote both songs. Like Perry Grip did, you know, the Inside of Every Demon
Yeah.
is a Rainbow, and he wrote the Lululand song, and it was so funny because like I think he asked if he could throw in that little nod to HAZBIN, and I was
Brilliant.
like, oh yes,
It was beautiful.
absolutely do it. We'll
Yeah.
have the shot be like staged the same, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be such a little
brilliant.
little nod to it. Yeah, because that whole park was supposed to be like it's almost like in canon, it's like a rip off of like what Lucifer does. So it makes sense that they just rip off his daughter too. Just ripping off everything.
Oh, I love it.
You're gonna have a lot of people wanting to go to hell, you know.
I get that comment all the time. People are like, man, hell seems great, I want to go there, and I'm like,
Yeah,
And I
Viv,
can
are
never
you
use against anyone
pro?
now.
Yeah, are you pro hell? Are you trying to send a message to your audience?
I'm pro hell. Yeah,
I knew it.
No.
Something about the lighting
mean,
on your face.
We're all going there anyway.
I
Say
know.
hello.
menacing.
I'm so
right
sorry,
now.
by the way, about the lighting. Every time at like 2 or it's like from 1 to 3 or 4, the lighting hits right on me where I sit at my desk, and like I couldn't move.
I thought you were.
Yeah, no,
raising your
it's-
No, but
hand
it
your
worked for
chance
you
to
just
speak.
now.
No, yeah, I've
Just like-
been trying to block my face from the light. Hang on, shifting my chair over seemed to work a little bit. So
You
now
look
I'm
like a noir character, like one of the like the mysterious woman who
wait.
comes into the detective's office to like tell him about a case. You know,
yeah,
just
I like
half
the
light.
shades.
Yeah.
Okay, so leaning forward is working. So I'll keep leaning forward.
Thank you
But-
to all the people who are donating to Vivzie's stream. Really
Yeah.
I
appreciate
know.
that.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
I've been trying. I got one really good question here that I'm sitting on. So let's see. So Sora Trash donated. Thank you so much, Sora Trash. To all cast, what were the hardest lines to deliver in the pilot?
Probably the entire of inside of every demon is a rainbow. But it was
Yeah.
Katie's lines were tough because I don't really believe in a lot of the things she said.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, that must have been like kind of
I
like
felt so bad.
no, you did that perfectly though.
I think the one line, like, it wasn't really that difficult. There wasn't really too many lines that I had too much trouble with. I think the the one line that everybody loves to quote, which is like, "Oh, harder, daddy." That one was just, we did that within like, I think 5 takes, and then Dave in the call was just like, "Okay, that's enough. That's enough. I don't want to listen to this anymore. I'm done."
Yeah, no,
It's working.
Dave had a hard time.
It's working.
I said it like in a range going like from lower to higher. He's like, "Okay, stop.
Yeah, you did. Wait, you were like, I'm gonna give you a full spectrum to pick from. So I'm gonna start with not sexual, and I'm gonna go real sexual, and that'll be the range.
And as soon as it started getting real sexual, Dave was just like, "Stop, stop, 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 stop."
Dave goes,
can't
harder
listen
daddy's
anymore.
making daddy harder.
It's perfect.
I think the hardest part of the lines was probably for me how close to home some of those lines hit. Other than that, no, it was great. It was fun. I loved reading them. They were great lines.
Great casting.
Yeah.
I think for me, and this is just really technical, it was feeling comfortable with the word more. Remember when I was like, or oh my gosh, Tinker Toy bullshit, or I'll smash it more.
Oh,
And it was
more, yeah, where
utilizing
she
the
goes
vocal
like
fry on
Yeah.
more. So I was just like, more.
Yeah.
Like the little grudge kid.
No, so, I
Turned
love
out
the way you
awesome.
say that though. It's so perfect.
It was great.
Found the song itself wasn't challenging, but what was challenging, I'm just gonna be totally honest, is you guys were really, really picky, and that's good. Because that told me, even as we were going, it's like everyone really cares about this project. And that's when I was like,
True.
yeah.
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 Same.
Good. I'm glad. Thank you.
I feel like normally I'm not as picky, or not to say I'm not picky, but like, you know, the challenge of actually doing the voice directing and helping with everything is that this is the first big project I'd ever casted of like my own characters, and these characters go back a very long way for me. So it was very like, some of them I'm super open to interpretation, but some of them I was like, this is exactly how I hear them.
Yeah.
And I'm so sorry, because like Alistair's was based on a singing voice. So I was married to that, and I was like, I'm going to get as close to that as possible.
No, I'm glad.
And that's part of why I was so picky. So it was nothing to do with like your talent or anything, because you did a fantastic job. It was all just, I'm just that anal about Alistair's singing.
That's good. I was not complaining. I was like, it was challenging, but it was good. Like, I like being a part of projects where everyone's really passionate. It makes me more passionate about it. So
Yeah, exactly.
It was fun.
Hey, Viv, I'm curious, because you've been sitting on these characters for so long, and then you had, you know, the auditions, you had the voices, they got recorded, and then the whole thing got animated, and then you got to see the whole thing as a whole. Obviously, you worked on it the whole time, so it was probably ad nauseum. You were, you know, looking and seeing all this stuff. But in terms of what your previous perceptions, like after having these characters for so long in your head, how do you feel like the transition happened into actually them coming to reality?
It's such a crazy feeling, because it really did. It solidified, because I was like, wow, like these characters went from being voices in my head, you know, as sad as that is, to or voices that I heard or I could envision, to things that I based them off, you know, to being these tangible things that actually said the lines that I wrote. And it was kind of a weird out of body experience, because HAZBIN is the first time that I wrote dialogue and wrote lines that then were delivered by a professional actor and then animated and everything. So when I look back at the pilot, the challenge I have is less about the performances and more about my writing. Like I kind of have this weird out of body experience of like, oh my gosh, I made this really talented artist or, voice actor say this really stupid line that I don't really like anymore. You know what I mean? Like I'm very like judgy about my writing, and I keep going with that, with everything I write. Like it happens every time. Like sometimes I'll be in the booth with like the actor and like, we're going to, all right, line 30, and it is what it is. And I just go, oh, I wrote that. I'm making them say that, so that's kind of my weird out of body experience on like my end. But as far as like the voices of the characters, it really did like feel like now my reference point is your guys' performances in the pilot. So it's very like that's kind of how that changed and evolved, which is really cool.
Nice. I was just curious.
And no, you're not.
Where did Ed go? Did he drop
I'm
out?
still here.
Yeah.
He's there. He's just
okay.
looking at sports
Oh, there's just
statistics. He's like
There's
looking
just
at
no-
rap lyrics.
That
He's
is not
whatever
even
the fuck he's
remote.
doing.
You could not be
Get me-
further
dude,
from the
my
truth.
shot.
Whatever.
Get ready to
We
pull
all-
out some
Chose
Hamilton
that's why-
the
again.
part.
That's why he doesn't have his cam
Secret.
on. Yeah. No.
The secret watcher. Well, because on the stream like screen, your icon doesn't show up, so I wasn't sure if you were still there. Or
I don't
not.
know. I'm still here. I'm just
Awesome! Yay!
You're just not part of the webcam crew.
Mm.
shut up. Michael.
Or you
I
can
can be on
click in
camera,
the
you can
top
be on
right
camera.
gallery view to
Oh.
Also, so many of you are so charismatic and out there. I'm just letting you guys do what you do.
Stop. Shut up, Ed.
That
You're
was awesome.
charismatic.
Mick,
It's
Mick,
fine.
you're
You are.
Mick, you're an extremely talented talker, and obviously you're very intellectual, which is why you came up with such a good question. So,
All right, I'm out.
I'm just trying.
It was great joining you guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Just trying to stay out of your way, Nicholas.
Let me see if I can find another good question. Did everyone get a chance? Like, what was the hardest for you, Ed? Then
The hardest.
line?
So here's the thing about being so talented. It's just it's hard to be challenged. So you have to come up in your mind with challenges as you're going. So it's like, let me say this line intentionally bad to see if I can get it in there and make it work anyway. Or let me try a weird delivery, because when it's hard having this ungodly acting talent, as a wise calculon once said. So,
That must be
it wasn't really much of a
Acting
struggle. I was
talent.
working with really talented people who made me sound really, really good. I mean, you and Dave did a great job.
That must be
Thank
really
When the
Yeah.
dialogue is that good out of the book, there's right off the bat, there's not much to worry about.
Well, thank
Now I feel
you.
like a loser.
What?
There weren't any lines that we made you do like over and over again at nauseum. I don't
Not
think.
not that I can recall.
I don't think so. Well, nice. Well,
Everyone
awesome.
thinks I'm Killjoy from Valorant because of HAZBIN Hotel. It's really funny. Like articles started popping up with my name and my like headshot and everything, like cast of Valorant. And I'm like, no guys, I'm not Killjoy in Valorant.
Yeah. Oh my
But
god.
you are Lady Aqua.
I still can't believe we still have about
True.
22,000 people here listening to us be crazy. This is insane.
I know.
Oh.
People know Critical Role was yesterday, right? Like this is not D&D. Like they understand.
What's D&D?
Exactly. Oh, believe me, I remember from the last stream. Thanks for
Oh,
that.
right. Yes,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, I am my character. I don't know anything. I just pretend I'm joking.
Yeah, so here's a quick, like, easy to answer question. So when Cherry interrupts Serpentious before she throws the bomb through the window, and we first see her, does she say Edgelord or Egglord?
Edgelord!
Yeah. Yeah, she says Edgelord, not Egglord.
Both.
I mean, both
but I guess
work.
he is.
They
I
do.
guess he is
Yeah.
both by literal definition.
Lord of Egg.
Ow, the edge.
I feel like Penn is one of the more edgy characters. Someone commented, they were like, Alistair is just an edgy deviant OC, and I'm like, yeah, and that's literally how it began.
What of it?
He was my character. Alistair has been my character for the longest. I made him when I was like in high school. So yeah, he is quite by definition like the edgy, deviant OC that I made in high school. But that's
Love
kind
that
of,
character.
Sorry.
it's really cool to see how far he's come and how enjoyed he is now. And now he can be everyone else's edgy DeviantArt crush. like whatever other character was mine when I was. For me, it was the Joker.
Is he canonically asexual? I'm really curious about that.
Yes, canonically, Alistair is asexual.
I feel like they don't get enough representation. I think that's really awesome.
Yeah,
A
that's
sexual icon.
A sexual icon. That's the hard part too, because he's
You'd
so
think.
sexy and he's just like breaking hearts everywhere.
Yeah, I know. I feel like the fact that he's asexual. I always try to be very coy about his. I mean, not about his orientation, because like I don't think that I want to be coy about that for any of the characters, but for his like his romantic aspect, because like, you know, I don't want to crush dreams. But you know, there is a canonic, you know, direction for that too. And
let the shippers.
I will. Can I
I'll
offer
let them
counter?
enjoy. I'll let them have their fun.
Can I offer
for
a
now.
counterpoint to that?
Yes.
So there have actually been some people specifically on both the YouTube comments and have just tweeted me directly that have said, thank you so much for making Alistair ace, because it's nice to feel like I'm represented in media. So for every broken heart of somebody who's like, man, I really want to date Alistair, there's an equal subsect, or probably not an equal subsect, because it's an underrepresented subsect, but there's a lot of people out there who are asexual or who don't know what asexual is, who might see that character and go, oh, that's exactly how I feel. Thank you for helping me figure it all out. So I think it's really good.
Like me.
Yeah. Yeah, like
We're just talking about pairings, right?
Yeah. Yeah, well, and this is, I can't have any control over the fan base, and I'm so glad to see them having fun. But I do feel like people need to be a little bit more respectful of Alistair's character on behalf of the people who identify with him. I think it's a little unfair to act like everyone else needs to get on your page when they're just trying to enjoy the representation that they're given, or just the character as he is. And that said, I'm trying to be very respectful of like the canonic information that might spoil a little bit of fun. But that said, the fun can be respectful, like the fun had with pairing and shipping and everything can be respectful to the character and the character's identity. And this goes for Charlie and Vaggie as well, because they're the other kind of characters that I see it happen a lot with. People are like, no, Charlie, Charlie's canonically bisexual, so it's a little bit of a situation where, I don't mind when people do what they do, but I've seen a little bit of disrespect aimed at me and the cast and at everyone. So, just shipping is meant to be fun. Enjoy it. This was my advice in general. Not everybody will listen to me, and that's fine. But I do think like it's one of the things I've noticed in the audience is there's a lot of like shipping fights and stuff, and you can ship what you want. Just be respectful of what the characters represent to others, and appreciate that they mean something to them. And
don't force
you can have your fun
on other people. Let
yeah,
realize your fantasy is your fantasy. You can enjoy your fantasy, but don't force other people to have it.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I love everyone having fun, so I just want everyone to keep having fun, and nobody's having fun when they're pushing something on someone who's uncomfortable with it, or anything like that. So just my general advice for fandom, which is always wise to.
Yeah, I was about to say I really hope that speech changes the minds of hardcore fandoms. No, I think putting your 2 cents out there, especially as the creator, is really important. But I think also being aware that, based on the size of your project and the amount of investment and passion that's there's going to be a tidal wave that can't necessarily be controlled at all. But I think. Oh
no, and I don't want to control. Like
no, of course.
This isn't meant to be like do that. It's just my general like, hey, come on, everyone wants to just have fun with the show,
right?
So just
be excellent to each other.
Be excellent to each other.
Be excellent.
Yes.
Excellent.
Wait, did you say excellent or excellent?
I said excellent.
Excellent.
Excellent. Or excellent is better.
Excellent.
So
Absolute ledge.
Absolute ledge.
My favorite British artist, Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran.
Anyway, I'll keep looking for a good question. I'm curious though, do you guys have any questions that you feel like, or are there any questions that you guys get a lot?
You said that you had created Alistair in high school. Did the creation of Alistair prompt HAZBIN Hotel, or did HAZBIN Hotel come independently and you realize that he would be a good fit for that universe?
So HAZBIN, it's kind of crazy a journey, the show itself too, like from a creative standpoint. Like I've had the characters forever, but they kind of were in different projects. Like Alistair was originally meant to be like a villain in my like old webcomic that I was doing since like high school to like right after college. I stopped doing it. He was meant to be like a big villain in that. And then pretty like middle road of like making my comic, I kind of yanked a bunch of characters out that were supposed to be in it. And that was like Angel, Baggy, Charlie with a completely different design and personality, and like a few other characters. And I basically like, I really like these characters. I really like Angel. I really like Charlie. I really like all these characters. I want to put them in something unique. And that's how HAZBIN kind of became a separate entity. And then I developed a completely different world separate from my webcomic. And Alistair went from being like this villain character to being this more like a Cheshire Cat trickster character who's, you know, and I'm not saying he's not or is the villain, like it's just being very mysterious, but he is that mysterious character now. And he kind of went from being like a more like cut and dry, like edgy villain that he was when I was in high school, you know, he was just the edgelord villain, to being a much more nuanced, like fun house character. He's very silly and he's much more theatrical. And so he was kind of like an addition to like me already taking out characters. But deciding to play him up a little bit more in the story was kind of like a more like as we developed the pilot like decision. And it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. So definitely don't regret that at all.
So cool.
But I was going to say, do you guys have any questions that you get asked a lot that you'd want to answer?
Yeah, there's one in particular that I get asked a lot, and I was wondering if you could clear it up for me.
Totally.
When is episode 2 coming out?
Oh my God.
Update. We need an update.
Eventually. I know everyone wants an update. The only thing I can say really is that, you know, everyone saw the announcement that A24 has amazingly and graciously gotten behind the project. And that's literally all I can say, because that's the only thing that's public. But I will also say, because I see a lot of people, especially, you know, now that we're in production of Hell of a Boss, which is a completely different show, I see a lot of people going, oh, so you don't care about HAZBIN anymore. Where's HAZBIN? And I'm just sitting there like, oh no, I care about it. Trust me, I care about it. This is like my child. It's like saying, oh, you have a new kid that's in the limelight right now. You don't like your old kid. What do you feel about your old kid? I call the shows kind of, they're siblings, you know, they're two enormous properties that I'm developing and in production of and thinking about and writing. And one of them, I feel like the analogy I say is it's one child is going off to college and they're, you know, kind of doing their own thing and they're kind of out of my hands for a little while. And then the other one is still at home. So that's the one that I'm, you know, working with.
All right. Well, we all know that parents love one child more than the other. That's just a fact. It's just a fact.
Which one?
So which one?
Which child?
And answer correctly. Which child?
Which child
do you love more?
I can answer this one. All I'm going to say is A24 picked up HAZBIN. The other one's getting dumped on YouTube. We win.
Oh no.
No, I genuinely, well, like, again, like the shows are so different that I literally go into different like headspaces to write and like work with both of them. Like Hell of a Boss is so much more of like it's literally more about like the characters and their interactions with each other and kind of like the consequences they reach with each other. And then I get to throw as much zany bullshit at the wall as I want. And then, you know, writing it with Brandon, you know, is such a thrill because he just thinks a completely different way. And he has like such a comedic background and working with the writers for that show is just a very completely different like process and headspace. Whereas HAZBIN is like such like, I say this all the time, but I don't know if I've ever said it publicly. It is my favorite story I've ever come up with. So if that doesn't tell you enough, like it's like if you see how much work and passion and love we're putting into Helluva Boss, and how much of a story that one is going to have as well, imagine that, but like it's the story that I like even more, and that's HAZBIN. And I'm not saying that to downgrade on Helluva at all, because Helluva is one of my favorite like emotional journeys of characters, because that's what it's about. It's about the emotional journey of like the main characters and seeing them going on these crazy adventures. But HAZBIN has like really, and obviously I cannot even remotely get into what it is that makes it the most special story for me, but it has a much deeper meaning, and it has a bigger, I think, impact in terms of like what it wants to say and what its characters go through. And the other cat has arrived. But yeah, so that's kind of how I compare the two, is that HAZBIN has a story that I like am just so eager to bring everybody, and a lot of like the behind the scenes has been trying to ensure that the story gets told and ensure that it's treated well in like the bigger animation world, whereas Helluva Boss can still kind of be the thing that we have total control over, and we can do at our own pace and figure out. So yeah,
I believe you. I can see.
Long-windedly.
No, I can see your the background of your Cintiq, as well as the post, like the drawing and the art behind your desk on the wall.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I know we're in your heart.
Yeah.
Everyone's trolling, but it's seriously so impressive that Vivz could do this, like all of this, plucked from her mind, and then just pushing out these amazing creations. So
yeah.
So like we're kind of just memeing, but I hope everybody respects both of them, because they're both really, really good.
Yeah.
And
Episode 2 of Helluva was so freaking good.
It's insane.
It was
watched it
so
the other
good.
day.
It's
so
insane.
good.
yeah.
The fact that you're getting
That's what
that
I keep
level
hearing.
of
Everybody tells
content
me
is
episode 2 is really
amazing.
good.
It is.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really proud of the team that has, and it's a lot of the same people that brought us like. That's what's so cool. Also, to just be continuing to create content independently, is that a lot of the same crew from HAZBIN is now the crew of Helluva, but we're 2 episodes in, and like technically 3. We're actually fun behind the scenes kind of like reality is like we're animating on episode 4 now.
Wow.
So like it's been a progression. But it's really cool to see these animators that some of them HAZBIN was like the first production. For some of them, it was the first 2D kind of thing that they were part of. Like all these artists from all different skill levels and all different like experience levels came together to make the HAZBIN pilot. And so many of them are still part of like the current wave. And it's amazing for me as like the person, just heading all of it, to see how much everyone has grown and how much they'll bring to whatever comes in the future. And I just knowing, just with my experience so far, directing these projects, I am so excited for like what the next HAZBIN like step will look like and everything, with just how much I've learned about everything, about directing, about production. I'm very excited. So
if the evolution from the pilot to Helluva Boss is that big of a step, the evolution from Helluva Boss to anything like the official whatever has been that comes out later, I can't even fathom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bonkers.
Like fighting.
Absolutely. But does anyone else get like asked a lot of questions besides that one? Because yes, like everyone, I get asked, I get emails like, hey, when is the next
I got
episode?
an email from an opposing party's trial paralegal because their kid wanted to know when episode 2 was gonna be.
Really?
What?
Oh my god.
What?
Like a legal summons. When is episode 2?
She was like, so my I told my daughter that you do cartoons, and she looked you up and realized you were in a HAZBIN hotel, and she's so excited, and she needs to know when there's gonna be more and if it's on Netflix or Hulu and blah 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 blah, blah. And this was last December.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, I thought you told me your daughter was 11.
Oh my
And-
god.
Oh no.
So she was like,
Oh no.
so I said, I love this show with all of my heart, and more than anything, I can't, there's nothing I know. If she doesn't know it, I don't know it. But you should probably watch it with her. I'd want to know your
thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I would have
she's
just been like, I'm
the next
surprised you let
week
your
she
11-year-old
was
watch a
like-
show that's intended for adults.
Yeah.
The next
Mm, yeah,
week, she
that's
was like,
troubling.
well, we had a great talk about responsibility and that not everything she sees, she needs to emulate. And it was very good. And so
And then you send the follow-up email of like, all right, and now it's my turn to sit you down and have a talk about responsibility and good parenting.
Jeez.
Oh my god. I will say, because a similar thing happened to me at a con where, we were selling some of the Shark Robot merch, and I think it was up and Wonder, I don't know which one. Anime, something anime. It was here in LA. And
Was it WonderCon? That's the one that we were
WonderCon.
at.
Expo?
Yeah.
maybe. Oh, Anime Expo. That was it.
Yeah.
Anime Expo. I knew it was like anime in the title. I was
they
like,
have the
which
most
one?
organized elevator system of any con I've ever been to. And I
They
just really like
did.
that.
It was a really cool con. Like it was so big. But we had we had a booth selling like the HAZBIN merch. And this, I don't know the age of the kid. Obviously I didn't ask, but like little child, like gotta be like 11 or 12, ran up to the booth, started pointing at all the Angel merch and going, oh, I need that shirt and that shirt and that shirt. And then her father comes up, and I kind of looked at him and I was like, the show is for adults, right? Just it's for adults. Like, are you okay with that? And he was like, oh, she's super mature for her age. I was like,
yeah.
I was like,
Angel
oh,
Dust, do you have an
okay.
opinion on that?
Another
Huh? Mike?
I guess
I'm gonna play that one safe, but that's that is quite
actually-
young.
I
Yeah, it was-
actually am all for I love it when parents will watch stuff like that with kids. And while yes,
Yeah.
it's not your run-of-the-mill family values white
Mm.
picket fence show, I actually think that it's got dirty language, but so much heart as kids graduate to watching more and more adult shows. I think it's actually a really good bridge. And the woman that the paralegal handled it spectacularly. And
What's
bridge.
fun about it is the way I wrote it is very much in line with the sensibilities that I've maintained since like my childhood, in the sense that when I was a kid at that age, I was, well, maybe not that age, I was kind of like a late to adult animation and everything. I remember my awakening was my friend and I were having a sleepover, and her older sister, it was super late in the night, which was like later than I'd ever stayed up. And we were all watching TV, and that's when, the adult shows start coming on. And I'd never been exposed to that. And it was South Park. And I remember watching it and thinking, that is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I was like 13. And then I went home, and it was back in the day of like iTunes gift cards. And so I would buy iTunes gift cards. The only computer that had access to the internet was my mom's computer downstairs. So I would go on the iTunes, use the iTunes gift card, buy random episodes of South Park, because I could only afford, 5 at a time on the iTunes gift card. It was back in the day of the video iPod. I would buy the episodes, sneak them on a floppy disk up to my room. It's so dated. Floppy disk up to my room, put it on my iTunes there, put it on my iPod, and then watch them in secret, because my mom didn't let me watch them. That's how because I swore my life would be over if she caught me. So then I would delete them off of like her computer, and like I thought like there's no record of them because I used the iTunes gift card, so she won't see that I bought like this episode of South Park. and then I would watch them. And so those episodes of South Park are kind of like the special ones to me because I only bought like a handful of them, and they're the ones I watched over and over again. So whenever I watch them now, I'm like, I remember that.
Hey,
I
Viv.
remember.
Now you make cartoons about Hal.
Yeah, I
And
wonder
now
what
I
her mom
make
thinks
them.
now.
Hey, Viv.
Oh, she has to be on board. Yeah. What?
So there's another question that I get a lot. Are we allowed
Yeah.
to just throw them out there? So one
Yeah,
question
go
I
for it.
always get a lot is, where can we get autographed prints from the cast? And I was curious if
Oh,
you maybe
yes.
had an answer to that.
Oh, absolutely. So yeah, kind of what this is about. So the autographs are link in the description for the link to the store of everyone. And what basically is going to be happening is that everyone here and everyone in the cast, like a lot more of the cast too, some of the cast that wasn't able to make it today to this, are doing personalized autograph signing live streams and
This weekend.
you can buy this weekend, and you can buy the prints and get them customly signed by anyone here, and then some more of the cast. I know like Jill's doing one. I believe Michelle is doing one as well.
I think Michelle's with
Monica.
with Elsie and
Monica.
Yeah,
Monica.
me,
And
Monica,
You guys
and
figured that
Michelle
out?
are gonna do them together.
Awesome.
Nice. I know-
Is that
I know-
tomorrow?
Yeah, I think you guys are doing it at 12 o'clock PST on all of your Twitch channels.
I think I'm doing a little mercenary for hire because I wanna say hi to Elsie, but I also want to sign with Michael, and so I'm gonna
Yeah.
bop back and forth.
I mean, that works.
Yeah.
I know Mick, myself, and Gabe are all doing it at 12 o'clock PST tomorrow. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you guys right now, I don't know about your stores, but like get them before they're gone because limited stocks.
Hey, Ed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
While you're here, you should probably show the people the some prints that you got on the thing. You might
I
wanna
mean,
turn
they
your-
can click
turn
on the
your
link and
camera
go right
on.
to the store.
You can turn your camera
mine.
on.
You can
I've
click
got
on,
a
if you
few
go
of
to
mine
right here.
showvivzie.com/HAZBIN Hotel, you
Here's
can
here's
actually
some
in
husks right
in
here.
full-
Ed,
Look at that. Check
Oh.
that
Ed,
out.
I want you to turn
Dude,
your
that's
camera
amazing.
on
Did you
and
draw that,
show
man?
us your
Mick,
goddamn
did you
face.
draw that? Did you touch
and
it?
your-
It looks like you might have touched that up.
No, I drew this one
You drew-
of
oh, look at
Marrow
that.
from Ruby.
What is that? Are you in Ruby? What?
If I even have mine.
Yeah,
There you go.
That's
Oh,
right.
There goes Krystal.
Ed,
Yeah. What's
turn
up?
that freaking camera on
What
now.
camera? You think I have a camera right here?
How are you going to do the live streaming if you don't have a camera?
I'm gonna figure
My
that
other
out.
ones
I
are
got a day.
downstairs, but here's one of them.
Hey, chat, if you
Ooh,
don't
my
believe
mind.
Ed, right? Alistair is a liar. I don't know.
What?
Well, we already knew that.
Alex, he's
not.
already a
You're
liar.
a
That's- yeah,
horrible
that's new
human being,
information.
Mick.
Very late.
Anyway,
to the party.
so yeah, click on that link. All of it, for the most part, all of us are streaming around 12 o'clock PST tomorrow. There will be various live streams. We're all going to tweet about it. And so if you want to print, it's going to get signed live. We're going to get through as many as we can. And yeah, we're glad to, because this is like the first one where most of the has-been people are actually, because we've never done a signing at a con. There's only been one other event that was small with a couple of you guys. So this is like the first big one.
This is the first big one, and it's super exciting. Like I said, it's super exciting to have you guys here to get to talk about it. I'm sorry that I've been rambling on. Like I will just go.
No, you're
so
good.
you know,
Hey,
I
That's like,
wanted-
I legitimately get that question. Oh, look at that print that's
Invisible.
fading in and out. It's
got
not
the
working
green
at all.
There it is.
There it is.
Yes.
Too many rose petals.
And I'll sign it right here.
Look at all those
Yay.
beautiful prints on camera. That's great.
Someday my
Yeah.
prince will come. But
Gabe,
I was
are you
gonna
still
sign at
waiting?
11, but maybe
Yeah,
we're
dude,
doing
you still
14.
waiting?
I think
Do you at least
they're-
have
they're-
somebody that's doing them? Like, are they
Oh,
are they
yeah.
gonna?
oh
Okay.
yeah,
good.
no, my sister's actually picking them up right now.
All right,
Oh, okay.
sweet.
Oh,
They were
awesome.
way
The
delayed.
Your
I
print is
believe
awesome, Gabe. I
everyone-
love your Alistair print.
Let me check.
Oh yeah.
Gabe, yours
I
is one of my
believe-
favorites. I love the colors on Neon Alistair. It's so good.
It says it was out for a delivery.
It feels like a compliment to me, but I had nothing to do with it. That all the credit goes.
That would be
I'm just saying,
Hunter.
I like the
She
print.
did
Yeah,
such a great job.
Yeah.
Viv, it was Hunter who did all the
Yes.
prints, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Hunter did all of the prints, the new prints for you guys.
Do they have a
did an
Twitter
amazing
where
job
people
with
can
them.
follow them? Like, do they have an online presence
Yeah,
at all?
I will add their the tag or the Twitter handle to the description. I
Cool.
can't do that right now
Yeah,
because
they
I
did an
will be
amazing
like
job. It's incredible.
Boy.
fiddling with it for
Amazing.
too long. But yeah, and then is everyone doing it at different times, right? I think there's going to be a schedule, and I'll put the schedule in the description below.
Yeah, I know all of us have a schedule for Saturday. I think Sunday's going to be a free for all of when we're actually.
It depends. Yeah, I think it depends.
Do mine on Sunday, just because everyone else is doing Saturday. I'm doing mine on Sunday.
I need to do Saturday
Do
and
both.
Sunday.
You'll
I'm
probably
just
need
being
to do
real.
both.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Michael, I don't know if are you gonna be able to get through all of them on one
I will be able to
day?
get through all of them. I'm gonna have to order more. So
Yeah, I
I'll
just
have to do
checked.
those next week. So
I'm gonna be doing
I'll
one
have
next
to-
weekend as well.
yeah,
Oh,
me
okay.
too. So
It's
I'll do
amazing.
everything I can on
Together.
Sunday, and then after
It's-
that,
Say,
When you
Mike,
got
if you need to get
podcast,
more and you're doing a different weekend, we'll just do as many weekends as we need to. Because
Yep. because I already
I
know.
have no life,
I just
so
checked. I'm
really
gonna have to order
excited.
more. So
We can keep each other
It's-
company though.
I have
yeah,
to do it all
Yeah.
tomorrow.
did you guys
I
not
don't
set a
have
stock? Mike, you didn't set a stock on yours.
I didn't set a stock limit. So
Whoa. All right.
Oh my god.
I set a stock limit last time. This time I was like, I'm gonna live dangerously, and it's a little.
And
too
you did,
dangerous.
and you're gonna pay for it.
I ordered more this time, and I still can't math apparently. So
That's all right. Well, the point is, guys, get them while they're hot because there is a
Yeah.
limited supply. If you
I
wanna
especially if
do
you
that
want it
over
for a
holidays.
Christmas present.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
I
will
might
say
have
this,
enough.
though.
I might
will
have
s-
enough for the regular prints, but the duo print with Krystal, I definitely need to order more. I didn't expect.
That's
it
the
to
one
do
I
as well as it
I
did.
checked this morning, and I was like, I'm good, I'm Gucci, and I just checked a minute ago. I'm like, I'm not Gucci.
Yeah, no. Although I
Yeah.
will say this, guys, make sure you take care of yourself. We all know what's going on in the world. Don't strain your finances.
Yes,
This is not the only
yes.
time you'll be able to get a
Yeah.
print.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
we
will
don't-
not be the end.
This
of-
might not
Oh,
even
yeah.
be the last one
Probably.
before Christmas. We don't know. But even if it is, make sure you save your money, pay your rent, make sure you can eat, take care of your family.
Mhm.
Do what you need to do to make sure you get by. And I promise you, there will be a point in time where you will be able to get a print. This is not
Yeah.
the last signing.
This
It's-
is not,
Not
yeah,
at
exactly.
all.
This is not the one and only time that any of these things are going to happen.
It's
I mean,
like
maybe
airplanes,
for
put
me,
your
but not
oxygen
these
on
other guys.
first.
And hey,
I
there
mean,
might
shut
be
up,
more
Mick. You're
designs
talented,
later.
you'll
So
be
I
fine.
mean, hey.
Exactly. Yeah. There might be. I've been wanting to. It all depends on time, but I've been wanting to try to do a row of ones that I do for prints. I don't
Hell
know
yeah.
if I'll have time. It's literally just me saying like,
You
"Hey,
should.
I
If
want to
you
do
make
this."
prints of all the characters, I would sell your prints in a heartbeat because people would eat it up to
Mhm.
have a creator print.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is I'd love to like do that and add that to the variety. But that said, my schedule is very hectic, so I don't have to make time.
Or
but,
even if you
like,
just
I would
have
love to
prints
do
that
it.
you've already done before, like things you could touch up where it's already like, oh yeah, I drew this. This is a concept one that I can flesh out, or oh, this is a screenshot from the show that I drew.
Yeah,
Shout out
I
to Streamily
definitely.
too for making it possible.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you so much. Thanks so much to Streamily for making this possible.
They've
Yeah,
been
because
so helpful.
Yeah, thank you.
it's so cool. It's such a cool system. Like I love the system of like the prints are brought to you, you sign them, do the whole promotion, and then give it back, and that's it.
Yeah.
I
I-
really
I
like
like
it
that 'cause
because
it's
it
convenient.
allows fans, because we all probably have done the con scene at some point or another, or are thinking about doing it, and that localizes it to who's ever in that area or is able to make it out. There are so many people worldwide. In fact, I'd say there are more people worldwide than just in the US that probably enjoy HAZBIN, simply because there's trillions
Yes.
of people in the rest of the world.
Mhm.
And now any of them that are fans are able to at least get a little piece of the show and interact with the cast, which I think is really cool, because until Streamly came along, there wasn't a lot that you were able to do unless you did it on your own.
And I
Mhm.
love Streamily so much because we're allowed to take our time
Yep.
with everyone and answer stuff. And like at conventions, you're only set to do like you've got autographs from 3 to 4, no matter how big the line is. So it can feel like a mill. And then this last Streamily, I was like, I'm in my pajamas already. Where am I going? And I was able to spend like 6 hours talking to people.
Oh yeah, it's fun. I set up a Smash Bros window so people can play stuff while they wait too.
Oh, that's so smart.
Oh
I was
my
thinking
god,
to do
that's so
like that for mine, where I
cool.
would just have videos play and people could just play videos
Yeah.
and whatnot and have like a mod team review those. I was
As
thinking of doing
opposed to, like,
something like
standing
that.
in a
So I
long
mean,
line.
it can be very chill.
That's super fun. I love that. That's super super fun. But yeah, like this like if we ever do like these big ones, like this is mostly just to like get a chance to like get you guys like to talk more like about the show in general, and then like for everyone wanting these individual prints and the like the requests and everything are going to be streamed by you guys individually, and I'm super excited for everyone to get to enjoy that. But this is more about, just letting you guys know that's happening. So, yeah, definitely the information will definitely be in the description of this video. And yeah, I'm stoked to see how many you guys get. It's so cool. Like, yeah, it's so many that, like, I imagine, like, I the closest I've come to like seeing how the process is that I not that long ago did one with Brandon for Helluva, and we were doing it for like an hour, and I think it was partially because we were also doing kind of like this. We were like talking about the show, but it was like we got through maybe like 20, and he had so many more, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many. It's amazing.
Speaking of so many, is there a few other questions and stuff from the audience that people had posted?
I keep looking, but like a lot of them, and by the way, everyone giving a super chat right now, like, thank you.
I really appreciate it. Unless you're giving Canadian money, we don't take that Monopoly money. How dare you?
Like some of the bigger donations have been literally just to say thank you and Merry Christmas.
That's always how it is. It's always the people like, here's $500. Just wanted to say I appreciate you. And then it's like, I've donated $3.25. Could you sing the entirety of the Hamilton soundtrack?
Ever, that is in your brain. You just want people to ask you to rap. I'm still convinced.
No.
Yeah, we're on the same page. We know exactly what you're doing, Ed.
I would never do that. That would be self-promoting and gluttonous of me. Like,
somebody asked you to sing Hamilton. Shut up.
One person did on like a different stream, but that was a different stream for a different thing. Like,
yeah, exactly.
A different time. Nobody wants to hear Alistair doing Hamilton. That's ridiculous.
Oh my God, you just feed it. Oh, fuck you. You just fucking feed it.
Crazy. Like, get fed
people want it or not.
People
wants that.
Nobody wants Alistair to sing Hamilton.
Hamilton, yeah.
You butthead.
They might want Gabe to sing like Les Mis or something, like, Agony.
No, they'll want people to sing Hamilton.
People ask me things like, how'd you get on YouTube Rewind? Can you really do all those voices? And how did you get 4.5 million subscribers? And I'm like, I don't want to answer those questions because I want to be humble,
Yeah, totally.
No, I get you, Gabe.
I'm glad Gabe is humble.
It's true. You should have seen him during the last stream where he sang every song in existence.
Exactly, because people.
You literally are the male version of Christina Aguilera. I just want you to know that. If you've ever heard him sing, like the way he stylizes stuff, like he'll take the most mundane song and then hit like 7 notes on one syllable. It's ridiculous.
What?
That's what we call riffing.
Riffing. There is a
riffing.
Word for it.
So good.
You gotta hold one ear though. It doesn't work if you don't hold one ear.
Someone did the entirety of Hamilton as Adam Sandler.
Oh, I would have loved that. Is that on YouTube?
It's on Spotify. I know it's.
I will check that out.
Oh my God.
We need to.
Yeah, so many. Almost all of these donations. Oh, is that okay? Well, someone. I see 1,000, but I don't know.
But that's Huff. I don't. That's
holy
crap. I don't know what currency that is, but ARS. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I just saw 1,000. I was like,
it's so weird because there's so many different currencies, and some of them like 1,000 might be like $1. So you're
like,
what?
I know Huff is Hungarian.
You.
I think Oz is Australian.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Oz is pretty much dollars.
ARS.
Oh, ARS. I don't know what that is.
ARS is, if I'm not. Oh, wait, no, it's not.
ARS.
Wait, ARS or IRS?
Oh, it's Argentinian peso.
Argentinian.
Oh, awesome.
They have their own peso.
Oh.
Wow,
that's awesome.
Oh, snap.
Really?
Thank you.
That's awesome.
I want to get
like, is it not worth the
so
same
much,
as like a normal peso? Like what? I'm confused.
I don't know. I just Googled it.
What?
Let me see.
I will take 1,000 Rs.
Elsie.
Yeah.
There are so many like abbreviations for areas in Great Britain, and I'm trying to learn them all. There are so many different ones, and they don't make any sense.
What? Like what?
Like I think like BRG is like
BRG.
Yeah.
Burger.
Burger.
There's a bunch of Regency abbreviations for Great Britain.
Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think if it's Welsh is like CY in the UK, or something like that.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Birmingham.
Okay.
Brigham Young.
I'm having. Yeah, not many people are asking questions. Like, I guess, quick one. If you want a question answered, feel free to like send one in now because like
No, it was
I'm not seeing
BRK.
a
It
lot
was
of actual
Berkshire.
questions.
I don't even know what Berkshire is, but
Oh, Berkshire.
yeah, Berkshire. There you
Yeah.
Berkshire. It's Berkshire.
See, out of the 100
Actually
times,
pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Like
thank
usually
you.
Americans doing Yeah, that's actually really good.
out of all the times I
Oh my
ask
God.
you how you pronounce something in the UK, there are clearly words that sometimes we don't necessarily say the way you would.
What?
For example, do you say math or maths?
We say maths.
Do aluminium.
Aluminium,
Aluminium. There you go.
The
A
I
garage.
love how you
can.
say literature because it's got that little jump in it.
Literature.
But we
Literature.
say
Yeah.
literature. Yeah.
Literature.
Lovely.
Mick, here's one
Yeah.
for you.
Oh, shit.
Because I don't understand it, but you might.
Is it in Chinese?
No.
Oh.
No,
That would
I'm
explain
not
Why
it.
gonna
would-
That
read
would do it
that
though.
out.
Why wouldn't you
Um,
understand it?
快乐.
Hey,
If we
你的
can,
中文很好哎。
someone asked, Ryan donated and asked if we can get Mick to say "Shut up, Giorano" in Husker's voice. That'll be Pog.
Giorno?
Giorno?
They say that. Wait, did they
Giorno.
say that'll be?
Giorno.
You would be Pog.
Is
Did
that
they
the
say that'll be
name?
Pog?
Yeah, Giorno.
Is this a JoJo reference?
Is that? Yeah, I figured.
Do you
That's
wait?
what it was.
Do you play?
I just
Do you
butchered.
play DiGiorno in JoJo?
Yeah, it's delicious. It's not delivery.
It's not delivery. Yeah.
It's Girono.
Shut up, Giorno. Giovanna.
Joe Mama, what?
Shut up, Giorno, Joe Mama. It's not delivery.
It's DiGiorno.
It's
Oh
DiGiorno.
DiGiorno. As an Italian, I'm thoroughly offended. Cancel Mick Lauer.
I am, any way that we can combine HAZBIN with a JoJo reference, it
You're
just
in.
makes my day. Yeah,
You're in.
I'm all about it.
It's your two favorite things.
I figured that was what
Thank
it
you.
was, but I wasn't
Thank you,
sure,
Viv,
but
for
was
that one.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
By the way, if you were wondering why I was quiet before, this is why I ruin everything that I get involved with.
No,
Good way.
in a good way.
It's in
I
hand.
don't want to wrap it up.
Okay. And we can wear it with Kelly.
I didn't want to wrap.
Oh,
Sorry
yeah.
about. I thought I was on mute and I didn't want to wrap
Ah,
up my
no.
boyfriend's
Have to rip
Christmas
it up,
gift.
okay?
Oh.
You can.
I didn't want to wrap
meeting.
it up.
No one was kicking me up. I got him a shirt, but he already saw it, so I didn't want to wrap
You
it
didn't
up
wanna wrap
and
it.
waste the paper because he already saw the
Want
shirt.
to wrap it up?
That's
But
fair.
it's got Kevin from The Office spilling chili.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Such a good shirt.
That's
Beautiful. I love that.
The key is everyone's gonna get to know each other.
He
in
would
the
spill
podcast.
chili if he knew how to cook, so I thought him and Kevin.
That's so cute.
Here's a world building question that I can answer in like 3 seconds. Are you going to involve any other Arzguisha demons in either show? Yes. Moving on.
Ooh.
Nice.
Thank you for
when
the-
when
thank
do
you
I
so
get to make
much.
my Hell of a Boss debut and kill everybody?
Alistair versus Stolas.
Yeah. Game
That would
over,
be a
boy.
logical fight.
You were in. You did some.
I did. I'm not going to say all of what I did because it's a secret, but they have to
Yeah.
go find me.
It's a secret.
You're like.
When do I
It's a
get to
secret.
speak for
It's a
change?
Also, some of it might not be out yet? Question mark.
No, not all of them are out yet.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, this is a cute one for Gabe. I'm surprised that Gabriel Brown and me have the same name and do the same impression of Al. His being better, but have a Merry Christmas. It's from Gabriel.
Better is subjective.
you.
Gabriel. Yeah,
Aw.
better is subjective.
I mean, Gabe isn't that good to begin with, so don't sell yourself short.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, so yeah.
I appreciate that.
Look, man, you already sing amazingly. I have to crap on you when I can.
I do
Mm.
enjoy when you crap on me.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Oh
Was that like
no.
Rule 39 or something like that?
I
Yeah,
don't know, it's
Alistair
one of them.
crapping on himself. Yes.
Not a rule.
Yep.
Oh no.
Whoa.
Oh man. Well, yeah. I'm wondering if we have any like how much longer everyone wants to go for, and if we have
I
any
can go
kind of final-
till the top of the hour. That's about my cutoff.
top of the hour.
I mean,
What's
I'm
the
playing
top
World
of
of
the
Warcraft at
hour?
the same time.
So the next hour, because we're all in different time zones, it's the top of the hour. So for me, that would be 4 o'clock.
You're
For other
saying
people, it might
another
be 5.
38 minutes.
38 minutes.
Another
Right.
38
Oh,
minutes.
oh, that
Top of
makes
We can
the
do
morning
that.
Thing.
Top of the hour. Oh, I
Top
like
of
that.
the-
I know,
Top of
it's
the
like
hour
top
to
of
I like
you.
that.
Now it's
That's
you.
cute. I like that.
Top of the hour to you.
Top of the hour.
Top of the hour.
Yawa, Hermione.
That sounds good to me.
Is that you,
Just
Harry?
another bit of time.
Yeah,
I love that for
Um,
some reason me and
come on.
Elsie instantly had top hats and top of
the hour to you.
Top of the hour.
That was in unison. That was in unison just now. That was beautiful.
Oh, past
Love it.
I love to see
Can
it.
we get
Top
top
of the
hats
hour
by,
to ya.
by tomorrow? Right?
Oh, I don't have access to it. Should I just do the whole
Oh,
signing? in
come
top
on.
hat?
Of course.
Oh, there's
Here it is.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh, no, it's gone.
Made a
Lovely,
mistake
lovely.
streaming with Mick, because Mick is going to put me to shame.
What?
Oh, which hat?
Okay, well, someone is donating over and over to get the answer.
Oh, boy.
They keep wording it interestingly, but I guess like the answer to the question is yes. Alistair is a mixed character. Like he's not fully Caucasian character. So
Oh, well,
there you go. There's your answer. He's Creole, so anyone who understands what that that identity is
Nice.
Wow.
canonically. They donated literally like 5 times to get that answer, so I had to hit it fast. But thank you for the donations. Will God ever be in the show?
Spoilers.
Brilliant.
I can't say. Maybe get to see your version of Heaven. Yes, you will see Heaven. HAZBIN will have a lot more to do with kind of like the angel hierarchy in mythology as well. Probably more than it will about any like specifically biblical figures, because I'm trying to err away from that. I think that the most we get is Lucifer and Lilith, because you know they are a little bit more in line with like the hell side of things. But like I'm excited to do like the high, because everyone who's familiar with kind of like demonology and this kind of greater theology that goes behind like the heaven and hell kind of realm in various texts from all over and various religions from all over knows that like the angels have their own system as well of like hierarchy.
Yeah.
And they are terrifying.
They're
the
so
top.
scary. The way they're
Yeah.
described is so freaky. That like, geez,
Like
the
crowns
6
are
wings
literally
and
just like, yeah, they
the
have like
eyes on
eyes
there,
all
like,
over these
yeah,
rings that are spinning.
yeah.
So
That sounds like
so
UFO
I
to me.
want, yeah, I actually, so this isn't too big of a spoiler. It's more of like an aesthetic. The angel characters in HAZBIN will be sort of themed after Alien, you know, because they
That's
sound
so
so
cool.
alien.
Yeah.
So like when you guys see Heaven in the show, it'll have like a very like kind of ethereal, like alien kind of feel to it. So you know that's not too much of a
That's
spoiler. That's more
cool.
just like an
so
aesthetic.
exciting.
to
I'm
I was
excited.
really curious to pick your brain about that because I love the way you portrayed hell, and I was wondering like it's very unique. And so
Thank you.
I'm
Yeah,
excited.
I've always wanted to get into that hierarchy because, you know, like I'm a lot of projects have, and a lot of projects have like utilized like the multiple wings and kind of crazy angels can look. But I've always wanted to do it in kind of like the stylized way that like HAZBIN is. And then with HAZBIN, we don't see a lot of them in HAZBIN, but in Helluva we get to see like the 7 deadly sins and how they relate to Lucifer and everything. So it's fun kind of like taking a really tried and true theme
Lore
and doing a spin on it in a very unique way. That's a fun challenge for me because like I just love like kind of taking something and applying it to my interests. So you know that's why the characters end up looking as goofy as they do, is because it's just me taking something that kind of has like a theme, like Stolas, for example. It's like Stolas is like the photo everyone uses of him is just that like cute little Furby looking owl with just like the long legs and the little crown on his head. And I was like, that's cool, but like what if he was like a barn owl that's like super tall and really like graceful and stuff, and you know also really horny for
Horny. Very thirsty boy.
Just a thirsty. One of my favorite posts. I don't know if it was meant to be negative or not, but like it's one of my favorite posts I've ever seen regarding Stolas. Was just someone like somewhere just posted that picture of that owl that is like the main like art illustration of him. It was just like someone really looked at this and said, "Wow, I want this thing to fuck." And I was like, "Hey." So someone looked at this bird and was, "What if he?"
I thought
fucks?
you were gonna mention the bird that's like, "Let me smash." I don't know if you guys have seen that.
Oh my God, yeah.
I'm
Basically,
obviously not
Man.
a creator, but if you ever need a merchandising idea, I just thought of one of those little birds that just stay thirsty and constantly.
oh my God, like the drink bird, it's like thirsty.
Just get a
That'd be
Stolas
great.
one with the
That's
little
brilliant.
face that says "Stay thirsty."
That's
That'd be
great.
super funny. But yeah, I love that comment. There's so many like little comments that people make about like the show that like I can't tell if it's like a loving jab or if it's like a genuine criticism, but like it's worded really funny. And I get such a kick out of them. Like I save them. I'm just like, this is so funny. I love this. So, if your insult is creative and funny, chances are I got a big kick out of it because like I know that my show is as goofy as it is. Like,
That's the other thing, though. If they've watched it enough
Bless
to
you.
insult it, you've got their attention. So
yeah, that is true. It's just I love seeing that. My friend, my lovely friend Jane, for my birthday, it was either for birthday or Christmas. I'm so lost with the pandemic. The pandemic has screwed up any sense of time, but it was after the pilot, so I believe it was my birthday. She made an adorable little, I can't grab it at the moment, but she made an adorable little plaque that was like the HAZBIN logo, but it had a quote from a Twitter person who said, "HAZBIN Hotel ruined my life." And it says that on the plaque, and it's one of my favorite things ever. So yeah. There was one recently that was like, I'm seeing like something on my like it was HAZBIN or Hello, but I was like, I'm seeing it on my dash. I want to eat glass, and I was like, I'm sorry it makes you feel that way, but like I got a kick out of your tweet.
Wow.
Dude, chill. Like,
I love
oh my
it.
God.
I don't know. Like I think my sense of humor is just like I love when people are just funny about their take on the show. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's like you can feel about it however you want. Just be funny. It's great. I love it. But I love that little plaque. I need to put it on the wall.
Bloody hell.
But no, the show is I'm so glad that like positive or negative, it's so amazing that it has captivated people the way it has, and that's just the honor that I take away from it. It's just that everyone did such an amazing job, and like it's definitely not for everyone, because it's adult comedy, it's about hell, it's crazy, it's got musical. A lot of people seem to be. I've met so many people who just can't get into the musical aspect, and I'm like, man, musicals are the best. Come on.
How could you not? Like,
I don't know about that.
We're not
More
biased at all.
people
I don't know
like
about
are into
that.
musicals from HAZBIN.
I don't know about
we're
that.
not biased at
No.
all. Like, how could you not like the
No,
music?
seriously. That's
I mean, well, because the acting is so
Objectively.
good, the music kind of interrupts all of it.
Oh yeah.
It interrupts. It does. It gets in the way of your
So much
lovely
salt,
performance.
Yeah, Alistair's monologue is
Whipped
just
cream.
riffing
Hard
along.
whipped
It's the audience
there's
is
this
loving it, and then all of a sudden there's like another Alistair singing, and it's just like, oh,
Yeah,
ugh.
I can't
Oh,
believe
no.
that Cats Don't
That
Dance
sounds
Me, where
good.
it's clearly someone else singing. What? It's so rude. It's just so rude.
So that's-
Yeah,
true.
you literally Sawyered me. It's fine. I get it.
That's
That
why
is
you wanted
the
me to watch
best
that. You were like,
analogy.
this
Oh
is what
my
you
God.
Yes,
did.
it's another example.
That is the best analogy.
Sawyered.
I love that. So weird. It is very stark. Like the performances in that movie are so good, but yeah, like the singing voice is just so distinct that
Because
it's
it was
like,
Natalie Cole, and
Whoa.
Sawyer was clearly
Yeah.
not a large black lady belting out a freaking Motown song.
beautiful.
Should have done it like Michael
song.
Jackson. You
Yes.
have a dream.
Just suddenly a completely different tone of
Yeah.
voice. Just
Hey, kid,
suddenly.
what the
Well,
hell?
What's fun about Alistair that is fun about his voice is that like I've played with the idea that he can tune his radio frequency and we can kind of cheat and have him sound like Ed could
That
do
would
like a
be
different kind of
brilliant.
voice
Like
or a different
Bumblebee.
accent.
No,
Yeah.
don't compare him to Bumblebee. No,
I did it on purpose
don't
because
do
I knew
that.
you would love that. I just had a feeling that you would connect with Transformers.
Why?
in
Because
some
it was
way.
Transformers? Is that why, Gabe? You trying to be clever right now? Stop it.
you know,
Stop
off
it.
the cuff.
Stop it. You're fired.
Maybe hold on. What if he tuned it and all of a sudden it wasn't Bosco's voice anymore? Instead, it was just Gabe. Like it was just Gabe talking.
I think that's worth exploring. I mean,
You wouldn't even need Bosco at that point, right? I mean, be
You're just trying to
cheaper,
phase him out.
right?
Phasing him out.
Mick,
I
the
get
word
tired
you're
when
looking
mom
for is
and dad
better.
are
It wouldn't
fighting.
just be cheaper, it would be better. So I need you to shut up.
Stop, Ed. Fuck off.
You made the joke. You don't get to take it back.
It's a joke. The point
I
is,
know. Maybe I'm joking too. Maybe. I'm not.
Maybe.
Gabe's really talented.
Self-deprecation.
dude.
No,
Yes.
no, real talk though. Real
Yeah.
talk. Every time somebody comes at me and they mention like, oh, well, you're the acting voice. You're the voice we actually like. I'm like, so you need to recognize Gabe is so much more than just the singing voice for Alistair. And you're gonna see him in some stuff. Like he is legit a really, really good actor. Just because I happen to do the voice, if Gabe took over for me tomorrow, like you guys would still adore Alistair. Like he's that good. That's just me being legit. He is so much more than just the singing voice.
Well, no,
Yeah.
in this project, I am just the singing voice, and
in
I'm
this,
fine with
yeah,
it.
but like you're like that's not just what I want people to know you as. Like if they
Well,
look
I
at your
appreciate that.
resume, you're legit.
Well,
I think-
everyone
Thank you.
here, I can take a moment to just gush about everyone here. Everyone here is so much more than just their has-been characters. Like everyone here is so phenomenally talented, and like you guys have such a range. And like I love seeing like the projects you're involved with, and you're gonna go on to continue to bring to life so many other characters that are super diverse and unique. Like just to not just the has-been characters. So I feel like everyone here, like obviously everyone here, we're here for HAZBIN at the moment, and this is to celebrate the cast that brought this project to life. And no matter what happens in the future, like you guys were the fundamental, incredibly important foundation that the show, like no matter what happens, it's going to have to live up to. And I think like that's what's amazing about like the show, but like all of you guys are professional actors who have done many projects before and will continue to do many projects after this one as well. So it's so like it's an honor for me as like the creator of a project to because another thing too is like I've gotten to know this cast so well, and it's amazing to be friends with you guys and to be able to like be like, wow, this amazingly talented voice actor is like someone I like know. That's crazy to me. So, for me, it's just a thank you to you guys for being part of this and having faith in it from the beginning before it was this big thing. And
I still remember the first time
I'm
I
hoping
saw-
it just continues to be, something that helps. And
Thanks, Viv. Thank you.
We appreciate it. I still remember the first time I ever saw your art, because if you remember when you did The Son of 666, and I think you were like
Yeah.
a junior in college. And
that was my my third year film.
yeah, and like I remember seeing that art style, and then I think you did the Kesha video either right before or after the One
that
and Die
was
Young one,
good.
and I was like, who is this person, and how are they not a pro right now? Like even back then, you were freaking legit.
I didn't
Thank
put
you.
2 and 2 together until I auditioned for HAZBIN, but the first year of law school, every single day I walked to campus, I listened to Timber. And
Yes.
I would put the video on YouTube, put my headphones on, and walk to class to the music. And
Aw.
there might have been a small meltdown when I realized that I was
Aw.
it was good stuff.
I actually have Saberspark to thank for this because I had seen your work previously, but I didn't see the breakdown because like when I go on Twitter, I just go to notifications because Twitter stresses me out.
Yes, valid. Very valid.
Yeah. And so Steven Saberspark has been a friend of mine for years, and he messaged me and he said, because you put out that breakdown, you're like, we need a singing voice for this. And he's like, Gabe, try out for this. And then I looked at you and I was like, oh my gosh. So I actually owe that to him. But
Oh,
yeah,
awesome.
I'm very glad that I auditioned. And I'm very grateful that you cast me. It's an amazing project. I'm very, very excited to be
Also, just so I
finish
don't
all
miss
that.
this, because it's at the top of the super chats, the $20 of Monopoly
Ooh.
money, also known as Canadian currency. Yes, I get it. I went from voicing a radio demon to a literal radio and sound wave. It just happened. I don't know how it happened. It just happened.
It's amazing. Yeah, I'm so thankful for everyone here, and like everyone just made the project what it is, and it's really really special to have, you know, like just shared this outreach, like shared this reaction with everybody, and I'm hoping it just continues to bolster everybody up and get everyone even more opportunities to shine, because everyone here, like I said, everyone here has such amazing range, and I'm excited to see, like, you know, that range continue to be explored. So excited to see.
I will say that as much as you were gushing about us in terms of, you know, we're more than the characters that we voiced. I appreciate that. That's cool. I will also say that the characters that you created are also much bigger than us, and obviously in their own way. And that I can't wait for in the future this thing to be dubbed in so many different languages. Like
it already is.
I understand. Yeah, but I'm just saying that those are like the characters that people know, like that's what they see, the personalities,
guys,
the writing,
I gotta
the
say,
story,
man,
it's there.
Can I just say the Japanese dub is so much better than the English? Like it's so much better.
I'd also love to give a
so
shout
much
out
better.
to the Italian crew and say buonasera, because they are
Oh, yeah,
so
they went
sweet and
all out,
lovely.
yeah.
They are
Yeah.
so lovely.
They did all the
So, hi,
songs too. It's
guys.
crazy.
Yeah, they're really
Yeah, they're so sweet.
So
I just
many
wanna give them a
talented
little
people.
Shout out. Yeah, really, the talent.
People
is
love the
just
French
too-
Alistair because they're like, oh my god, because he's from Nolans.
Yeah.
I get it.
Is that
People
what
are like,
French
hey, do you
people
speak
sound
any
like?
French? And I'm like, the only French I know is omelette du fromage. Thank you, Dexter's Lab.
Is that what all the French people sound like?
What?
Oh, yeah, you're from New Orleans. Is that what they all sounded like to you?
I mean,
Very disrespectful. Very
it's-
disrespectful to
wow.
the French.
Dude, you
I have so many jokes. I don't have time. I'm gonna not put Viv through this. I will fight all of France. It's fine.
I will fight France.
That's well done.
Well, at least I would fight them, but they'd probably retreat.
Being personal for a sec, and speaking of Europe in general, like I just want to say how grateful I am that I was brought on board, because, you know, back when I was brought on, I was such like a tiny tadpole, and, you know, I really just felt so happy to be part of it. And, you know, I've been singing YouTube covers for years, doing countless Disney princesses again and again and again, and Charlie is basically like my opportunity to like do that for a real character, and it just meant so much to me. So sorry for the gushing. Yeah, she's a literal princess.
Yeah.
So like, sorry for the gushing, but I just wanted to say, like, Viv, thank you so much, you know, for that. You know, while we're all here, it really means so much. So I just wanted to get that in. But yeah,
Also, if
sorry for being
anybody
gushy.
speaks French, I don't know all the curse words being thrown at me right now. So if you could translate, so I can understand.
Oh my god, the crazy.
Come on.
I don't parlez-vous Francis. So if they could translate that.
Parlez-vous France?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're definitely typecast,
But-
man.
No.
But yeah, I will say, yeah, no, the singing performances were amazing. You guys really brought it, and it was a really amazing opportunity to involve singers like with the project, because like it's such a different kind of process, you know, like it's such a different thing to direct, and it's something I've always wanted to involve in my project. So it was a really amazing thing to involve such like skilled singers. So I'm honestly so grateful for you guys to be able to have been part of it and bring the performances up that level. It was really cool. So I'm so thankful that the project like was meaningful to be part of. And
It was,
yeah,
It was awesome. It's very exciting.
so
Look
many
at 'em.
feelings.
So many. I love you guys. Thank you guys so.
So sorry to interrupt
Oh,
again,
man.
but my grandma is watching this, and I've told her about you guys, and she's never
Aw.
seen you, and she says, "Oh well, they look lovely."
Thank you.
Oh,
I
thank
appreciate
you.
that.
Thanks, Nana.
I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Oh.
Oh,
It means a lot.
so sweet. Yeah, and I do want to make a personal apology to Faye for the character dialogue that you had to read for us. So
You made the sweetest person be the most awful person. It's great.
I
Yeah,
know.
I mean,
Well, that's
you
why
have
it
to
works.
have
So
the range, right?
That's true.
I
guess that's
appreciate
true.
it's
Talent.
such amazing range to play a character like Katie, and in a fun way though. Like, admittedly, like Katie is one of my favorites just because I like villains. I love characters that are just nasty. So there is something fun about like writing dialogue for her because it feels just very like freeing. Like she can just say and do these really like funny things. Like I feel like a lot of humor comes from characters like Katie. And so, you know, so it serves a purpose, even if the character themselves is kind of an asshole.
When I hear you speak, Faye, it boggles my mind that you can sound so mean and like abrasive because you have like the sweetest voice ever, and I'm just like, I can't believe it.
I actually
did
was
such
so
a good
thrilled
job.
because I never get cast. Well, I guess I did later, but at the time I was never cast as characters like that, so I was actually very excited for that kind of challenge.
That's the fun part about joining a stream with a bunch of voice actors too. Like if you don't know the face and you're not looking at the name, it's anyone's guess who did what. No?
Yeah. Exactly.
That is very cool. That's fun.
Yeah, don't be tricked by Faye, by the way. I just want to say this. She's a great person, but man, if she wants to, she can drop a hard hammer of assertive authority in an instant if she needs to. Like,
I'll do it for my friends. Yeah, if you mess with any of my friends, I will be mean to you.
yeah, like her eye color actually changes. It physically changes to red. Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's great. That's a great quality though. Like, you know, it's just like
Yeah, you want her on your side.
You need to.
Don't be on the other side of that.
I'm
Yeah.
beating up a World of Warcraft boss right now in a +6 dungeon. So don't mess with my cross.
Wait, what is a +6 dungeon?
It's a mythic dungeon where basically I'm getting
What?
It's basically like there's regular dungeons, but if you have a mythic keystone that you get at the beginning of a mythic 0 dungeon, it can level up every time you beat the dungeon, and this is a +6, so it is a very hard difficulty one. But I'm having a lot of fun, and I actually like being on a call at the same time because I don't know, it's really nice.
I heard a little
I love that.
one speakers was
What are you playing?
Rick Astley.
Oh, it's so.
Oh, that's my ringtone.
That's a true gamer.
Oh, Rickroll the whole chat. Let's go.
Yeah, no, I got a call, and my ringtone is the "Never Gonna Give You Up," and like I looked at the phone, and it just said in all caps "spam risk," and I was like, oh, easy.
That's very.
I was worried it was like my manager or something. I was like, oh no, bad time. But like no, it's just a spam risk. I like that my phone tells me that it's a spam risk. But
I don't know how.
Can we talk more often?
Wait, what?
I don't know how Zoom like retains like the calls once we hang up and stuff. I'm gonna put Faye on the spot because I am. Katie Killjoy, worst person ever, ran the video game charity at Anime Detour for Chris Ayers, right?
Oh yeah, I did. That's true.
Yeah, we just wanted to say thank you.
I just wanted to say thank you.
I was showing him. And
Hi.
it was awesome. I remember watching it and then being like, she's the nicest person ever. And then I heard you and you weren't. And it was like,
It's true.
Right. So
I just wanted to say thank you real quick. I'm gonna let you guys get back to it.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm so glad everything turned out well. Yeah, so we're not doing cons anymore, but sometimes I do these Smash Bros challenges where people like have to 1v1 me. But for that one, I made it a charity donation thing that went to his recovery, and I was really happy to do that. So
is it like the loser has to donate? Is that how it works?
No, it was like if you want to challenge me and like skip the line, then you can donate.
Oh, all right.
People were happy to do that.
I still would have
anyway.
liked it better as it's like 1v1 me, double or nothing.
Exactly. The loser has to pay for all this everything.
the loser had to give up the lungs.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, no.
Donate. Straight up donate your lungs.
So I've never been invited to a con, but when I force my way into them, the thing I love to do is lip sync battles. Like those are the most fun thing for me. Is if
there's lip sync battles at
lip sync battle or give up.
I set one up. So
really
at ALA a couple years ago, I basically went to all the guests and said, "Hey, would you guys be down for lip sync battle?" And everybody said yes, so we just did it. Like I did Eye to Eye from a Goofy movie.
Okay.
The only one I ever did was at KatsuCon, and I did Wrecking Ball.
Yes.
I made a breakaway outfit. So I just went.
Oh my god!
Seriously, I did Eye to Eye, and like I didn't know him at the time, but I got to do my best Gabriel Brown impression. It was great.
That's so good.
You do beep
Oh,
on the
man.
sheep?
I did not do that. And I'm so pissed off that you're that guy. I fucking hate
I really want Bosco to perform right now.
Maybe
I
I'll
mean,
be
Bosco,
No.
if you wanna copy Gabe, you could do the Tracer song.
Yeah, do the Maybe I'll Be Tracer song.
Yeah.
What is a tracer?
I don't know. I just sang it. I have no idea what it's about.
Is that that's from Overcooked, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's from
Overcooked, yeah.
Fortnite, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, which means
Oh my
2 weeks.
God.
It's Battlegrounds Fortnite, correct?
Yeah,
Oh, it might have been Mama
Overcooked.
Watch.
Dungeons and Fortnite.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Fortnite.
Among Fall Guys.
Among
Yes.
Fall Guys. Good game.
Among
Yes,
Fall
Good
Guys.
game.
yes.
Very
I
sus,
love
but
Fall
good game.
Guys.
Halo Punch.
Among guys.
Absolutely.
Among Guys, yeah.
Among Guys.
Among Us.
Baldi's Among Guys.
I saw they wanted us to all play together.
All play what?
Have you
Among
guys
Us?
played before? It's
What,
really
Among
fun.
Us?
Among
What about
Us.
Overcooked?
Among Us.
Among Us.
I
Not
played
Among
Among
Us.
Us.
Played it.
I
It's
love
fun.
Legends right now.
So
I
I
am evil at that game.
Yeah, I have found that I'm very good at being the imposter, which
Nice.
is weird.
Have you played
But also-
proximity chat version?
I
we've
love
all learned.
proximity.
No,
chat.
what's that? What's
It's where
that?
you have
Is
chat
that like a
on the
different
whole
version of it?
time, but
Oh,
you can only hear each other when you're physically near each other, like in the game.
Oh, that's smart.
Oh,
really
That's like real
That's
life.
crazy.
That is
Back
weird.
in
That's
Also,
not
the
everybody's
VR chat version of Among Us is creepy because you just die out of nowhere.
I'm not a fan of that one, but it's really
I
creative.
I
and
haven't
cool.
played that one yet, but I'm
Stop
psyched.
it.
Have you guys played Among Us where it's like you're
Stop.
playing tag, where you like out
Definitely
yourself
okay.
as the imposter and everyone has to hide?
No.
Oh no, I got one better for
Oh
you.
yeah, I've
So
heard about that one.
I have come up with a strategy that seems to always work. So I always pick somebody at the beginning of like us getting in the Discord call. I say, hey, if I'm the murderer, I'm killing blank first. And I always do it. And I've won like 4 times doing it.
Oh my god.
It's the best.
the way-
I won a round with my buddy Connor where I killed somebody. I think it was my friend Rochelle. I killed my friend Rochelle in front of the whole group. And when they went, you're the murderer. I'm like, yup. They kicked
If
me
you-
out and we won the round.
If you're just joining now, we're talking
my
about
God.
Among Us. That this didn't actually happen.
Yeah, you know, if anything, now
Killed him.
The game.
Killed him.
occasionally see I haven't played it yet, and I've been meaning to because
It's
everybody
good.
everyone keeps
a
talking about it.
great
But I would
game.
say after what all of you guys have said in terms of your prowess in manipulation and gaslighting and all that, I feel as though we should play a live poker game. I feel like
Like
that
Dark
would
Souls?
be.
Very in character.
Oh yes,
Sounds more
I feel like we
serious.
should play some
Yeah,
Hold'em.
That would be cool.
I've never
That
played
would
a
be
card
cool.
game in
More
my
than
life
anything
like that.
in the
I haven't either. I don't
Yeah,
know
but
the
Mick,
rules.
you have to be the
Anything
dealer.
but
I don't know
poker.
any of the rules at all.
Yeah, I'd be
Would
like, go
good.
fish.
Will you teach us?
Go fish.
I
Oh
mean,
my God,
if
we're all
anything,
playing
I don't
Texas
know.
Go
That's
Fish.
the extent of what I've played with cards is Go Fish rather
Yeah.
than nothing
King of
else.
Hearts, I
basically.
choose you.
No,
I haven't
don't-
even played Go Fish in a while. I'd have to refresh.
Yeah,
my
me
memory on
neither.
how
It's
to
been a
play
few
Go
years.
You
Fish.
got to believe in the heart of the cards game.
Funny though.
I can wear my
That would be
Texas
fun.
shirt and hat.
nice.
That would be
You
fun.
gotta
I
have a
would.
bottle of whiskey next to you too while we play.
I always do.
Yeah, we can wear our
Nice.
top hats.
Pretend this is whiskey.
and our top hats.
I do feel like playing Among Us with the cast would be really fun if anyone.
That
ever
would
wanted
be
to. It's a
really
really
fun.
fun
I
game.
would be super down.
I just
We
do
it.
remember we play it as a crew sometimes, like the Spindlehorse crew will play it, and like I'll never forget though my first time being the imposter. The reason it was so funny is that like I genuinely am bad at video games, like I can't play them very well at all. So I like was very easy to believe when I was doing weird things out of like I was trying to figure out how to be the
What task
imposter,
do you
and-
have? I don't. The one next
one
to
with
the,
the-
Well, so-
generator.
Well, it takes me so long to do the task. Like, it took me so long to like figure out on the map that I had to go in different places that authentically I was still messing up. But like the funniest one was one of the team members was in like the cafeteria, I guess, in the big map. And I was full on because we were by ourselves. So I was chasing him around the table, trying to catch him, to kill him. And so he calls a meeting and he goes, hey, Viv is chasing me. I think she's, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying, like, I was authentically, I was just like, I don't know how to play the game. And so they kicked him. and he died. Right?
Hey, you know, if you
Why would
I
he
think
call
that
the
would be-
meeting if he was chasing you? That doesn't make any sense.
Well,
What
because
is
everyone
this
was like,
sus?
that's real sus. They were like, that's
Yeah.
sus. Why'd you call the meeting? She just doesn't know how to play the game. And I was like,
if you ever want to do
I was
like
trying
a
to kill him.
if you ever want to do like a major fundraiser stream for something that you really believe in and that you think HAZBIN Hotel could be a part of, if there's a number of cast members that would be willing to be their characters for a stream of something like
that
Among
would
Us,
be fun.
for
That would be
obviously for a
fun.
charity stream of some sort.
Oh,
You know.
I could be mean
Yeah.
in that game then.
Yeah, you could be
Yeah.
very mean in that. Yes.
Just be an
That'd
ass.
be great.
Everyone be their
Fabulous.
characters as they're playing. I think that
Right,
could be
I
fun.
just
would-
have to sing the whole
Would
time.
absolutely.
Yeah, well, we can't speak without
No, I'll
singing.
tell you what, Gabe can use
Hello?
be Alistair. It's fine. I'm just gonna be
Rain
me.
was sauce.
Yeah.
That is definitely going
That's
on
so
the list.
annoying.
No, it's perfect. Please do that.
That's going on the list of things definitely to
I'll
do.
just- I'll
because
just
I
be
think
like-
that would be a blast.
I'll voice something from like another thing I did. We'll just be like, roll.
So
Yeah.
Viv, do you
There
want
you
to take
go.
a couple?
It could be a crossover. And I will say as far as charity, there's one, I don't know when it'll be, but I do want to try to find another animal shelter to give back to.
Yeah.
We did that
Yeah.
a while
love it.
back. And I've been wanting to do that again, but like maybe for a different one.
I'm so
So
on board
like
with that.
I've been like trying to like kind of like in spare time look into more, especially during the pandemic. I feel like I want to try to do another like for the animals stream.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Among Us for
so
the
that
Animals.
might be the next, like the Among Us for the animals,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
kill
know when
people
that'll
because
be.
animals are better.
But we'll
Exactly.
but we'll try to find
You don't
a
own a
time
pet?
to do that. But yeah, what were you
Viv,
gonna
do you
say,
want
Ed?
do you want to do a couple more of the super chats before we close it out in a couple minutes?
Yeah, I let me refresh and see if there's any more like good questions, because like again, like I love you guys, but a lot of the questions have been like just like, hey, thank you guys, we love you, have some
That's a
money,
good
and
question.
it's so
Very good
sweet.
question.
I'm seeing a lot of them. It's just that not everyone is a question, so I can't read them all, but thank you guys so much for the kind words. Everyone's being super supportive. Everyone's being super like sweet about it. You know, they're saying they just saw the show. They love it. It's brought them happiness during the pandemic. Like a lot of people are just giving their love and thanks, which I'm so honored by. Like, thank you guys so much for
amazing.
Yeah,
donating
thank
your
you
money
guys.
to say these kind words. It's so sweet.
You've created a hell more desirable than actual life on Earth right now.
Because life on Earth is hell.
Yes, hell.
Some of them
hell
also I
necessary.
can't. Some of them I can't answer. Like a few people have asked a few times for like the characters to flirt. That's not going to happen on here. I'm sorry, but thank you so
Sorry,
much
guys.
for the
That ship has
donation.
Quite
Yeah.
literally.
Oh, a pun.
Ah.
There you go.
That was funny.
That is funny.
But no, like I guess you know what a good question for Michael. Like you got to sing. You got to sing for Addict. We haven't had any kind of big like meeting or anything since Addict came out.
Yeah.
How's that been?
Addict was a lot of fun. I'm addicted. That was really fun because that was originally just a fan song. So I was like approached.
It
by-
was.
Yeah, because Silverhound, he approached me and asked me about doing a song. I didn't know it was HAZBIN themed at first. I was just like, oh, he wants to do a song. That's fun. And then like he dropped it on me that it was supposed to be, you know, about Angel. And I'm like, I'm going to have to ask Viv first because I want to make
Yeah.
sure that it's all good with her. And
That was
you know,
so
obviously
good.
I messaged you.
Yeah, it was great.
I messaged you. We all worked that out. We got that settled and everything. And then I did the song. It was very very interesting because I wasn't sure how it would sound because it was very much EDM and pop like. And I was like, I don't know
Yes.
how the voice would
Silver.
fit very well for that. It ended up working really well, surprisingly.
It did.
Auto-tune's a hell of a drug.
It sure is. But no, that turned out a lot of fun, and it's a freaking bop too. Like that is a.
It
I
is.
hate how much I
It
like that
is a
song.
bop.
It's really
That-
catchy.
Very catchy.
I love it.
I will say, because when it comes to music and animation, you know, I got my start really, my career start doing these fan animations to songs I really liked. But the way my attitude towards that is I cannot do that unless I love the song and I love listening to it on repeat and that it sparks a visual. Because there's so many songs that you listen to and they don't spark, or at least for me, they don't spark a character singing. They don't make me think of a scene. They're just fun to listen to and you're having a blast. But when that happens, I want to get in there. So when I heard Addict, I was like, I need to animate. I see it. And I like had the picture in my head and I was like, oh my gosh. So I asked Silva, I was like, and it's a beautiful project, I feel, because it really is a testament to what this show has created, which is inspiring, amazing fan works. And then the show giving back to those fan works. Cause I feel like there's been other instances of that happening, but like, it was one of those amazing situations where my show inspired the song, and then the song inspired me, and then we worked together to like amplify it to the level of, it's like it was on the Billboard chart, which was insane.
Damn.
So how does that feel?
It is so insane. That is literally the biggest thing. Like, I never expected something like that to ever happen. So that is nuts. And also, Addict is literally on mark. It's probably going to be your most viewed video in like a month or two. It's literally about to exceed Die Young, which is really
nice. Which is amazing, because that one's been on my channel for like 5 years.
Yeah, Addict is at 60 million and Die Young is at 62 million. It's almost there.
It's almost there. It's gonna overtake it, and that's insane too, because I'm like it overtook the pilot. It showed how much more like excitement there is for like further content for the show.
Another thing,
and
is
also just and it's a
5
song.
Minutes, the pilot is 30.
It's a 5 song
Right.
exactly, and it's a song, so like it's very rewatchable, re-listenable. But
music does really
even
well
so,
on YouTube.
Yeah, but even so, it's just so it turned out so amazing, and I loved your performance in it. It really made me.
Thank you.
It got me excited because I was like, yes, oh, he can sing in character. It's great. I love it. So it's so much fun. So I wanted to give some love for that, and amazing work by Silva Hound, by the way. Like, I mean, it's a lot of people are calling it, like everyone's like, oh, it has Kesha vibes, and I'm like, it does, and that's probably why I resonated with it so much. Like, I was like, oh my god,
Their homework.
it really does.
And
I'll be
Chi-Chi was
honest,
amazing
I like
too.
Addicted
Chi-Chi
to
did a
the-
great
Chi
job.
did an amazing job.
I think Addicted
Yeah,
is
Chi-Chi
better
did
than
an
any
amazing
Kesha
job.
song. I'm gonna be real.
I had no idea it was starting
Oh.
with dancing. That's so cool.
It'd be a conflict of interest if I said yes, but like also I love Kesha, so I'm not,
I know
not
you
gonna
do.
that.
There's
but
something about ketchup you
it's
adore.
amazing. That too. No, I genuinely love Addict. Like, I think Addict is an absolute like bop, like you said, and I like, it's one of those things too where it'll come on Spotify, like it'll be down my playlist, it'll come on Spotify, and I'm like, I listen to it like any other song, and that's so crazy to me. It's so amazing.
It was crazy
work
seeing
by
so
you.
many people saying that it was their song of the year on Spotify too, which is just insane.
Wow.
Just how many people have listened to it and just like on repeat
crazy.
almost.
Hey, Viv, how would
Yeah.
you feel if Kesha did a cover of that song?
Do it.
I would freak out. I'd be like, what the hell? What bizarre?
Although,
Come on,
I'll
chat.
I'll be
Make it
honest,
happen,
I don't-
chat.
I don't really want to hear Pitbull be Angel, so let's not.
Oh, the one song that she featured Pitbull. I love Pitbull.
I'm addicted, Dale.
Dale. Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
Worldwide.
That would
Angel
be
Dust.
so jarring to me.
It would, but it would be great.
It would be
It
awesome.
would be really
Love
great.
I would be so conflicted.
that's
Be like, I love
wonderful.
this, but
So,
also
Kesha, when you inevitably have everyone tweet at you about this and go, what the hell?
Oh,
just do
no,
it.
don't-
Just do it.
Don't bother her with that. But oh my gosh. Well, oh man, it's so great to have you guys all here. We're officially at 4, so I feel
Yay.
like
Thanks for having us.
needing to
Having us.
depart.
Yeah, this was fun.
But this is and just as a refresher, link in the description for everyone still watching.
Yes.
In the description, there's a link to the Streamily shop where you can buy the prints from everybody. Everyone here and more of the cast, I believe Michelle, Monica, and Jill, at least as well, are doing individual streams where they're going to be doing signings of these prints that you guys can buy and have custom autographed and custom little whatever request for quote.
Mine came
or
in while we
whatever.
were talking. So
Oh, wonderful!
this is Hunter.
That's
You
amazing.
know, I'm
Ooh.
attacking the egg, and it makes me really happy because I love the egg boys so much.
That looks nice.
Big
So
boys.
just a reminder before we all head off, Krystal, who are you going to be signing with, and when is that?
I am going to be signing with. I was gonna try to sign with everyone and bop in and out because I wanna hang out with Elsie and Michelle and everyone, but I want to hang out with Michael too. So I'm gonna probably
We got
just
the
try
duo
to
print,
hop
so we
onto
need to
as many
figure out
Twitches
when's a
as I
good day to
can.
do that.
Okay,
I'm
so you
free
guys haven't
basically
announced it?
anytime.
Okay.
Tomorrow for sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Cool.
Me, Michelle, and Monica are
Mm-hmm.
definitely doing tomorrow at 12 p.m. PST. I think at the same time as Ed and Gabe are doing yours as
Correct.
well, so people
Yep.
can just sort of
And
like go between each one. You know, like we'll be on Twitch and stuff, so people can just go back and forth and yeah,
Nice.
Mick, we're
Nice.
nice.
Voice.
Mick, plug yourself. Where are you going to be?
I was just trying to get everybody else to plug
No,
themselves.
I
'cause
understand. Shut the hell up and plug yourself.
Mine is
Well,
at
I'm-
11 a.m.
Oh, you're doing it at
tomorrow.
11
Yeah.
Nice.
tomorrow?
11 to 2 tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
On
Is that on your Twitter?
twitch.tv/Faymata.
Yay.
Awesome.
You can see my other prints too at streamily.com.
Make sure to buy her prints and 1v1 her as she's signing. She'll beat you in hand.
No, I'm not challenging people during it. It's just for the chat.
No, totally.
You get free prints if you can defeat her in
It's
Smash.
true. I've actually
So-
played Faye in Smash. She is legit pretty good.
I do those sometimes though, but not for prints.
Yeah.
Okay. Gabe, Ed, and I are going to also be at the same time as Michelle and my brain is sorry.
Monica
Elsie.
and me.
Yeah, Elsie and Monica. Monica was the one I was trying to remember, but she's not in the chat, which I'm
Yeah.
sad about.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Maybe at 12 I can just join your thing, your Zoom call.
I mean, you can if you want.
you can just bounce around. Why not?
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can.
care.
We're all gonna have separate calls. You can come in and come out as
I'm
you
so
please.
sorry to bring it back around, but the my paralegal's daughter is watching, so if everyone could say hi to Genti.
Hi,
guys.
That's the one that's
Genti.
like 12 years old.
Yes.
Wait, is this the
No,
one
she's
about the
older
show?
now, but yes. So everyone say
Oh,
hi to
hi!
Genti.
Thanks for tuning in.
And-
We have to have a conversation.
Where?
Aw.
But awesome. Well, I will try to add in as many links into the description as possible about like everyone's signing. But yes, go to that link to get your signing. If you want to get one for tomorrow for this weekend, go now and get one before they are all out. And we will definitely be doing more. So don't feel like Ed said earlier, don't feel like you need to buy something if you're financially,
Yeah.
having trouble during the pandemic. That's more than you do not need to be spending on these right now.
We will be
But
doing
You can
more of
stop
these.
by.
Absolutely.
There.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's free to watch.
And you
We're-
can stop
we're all
by.
gonna
Exactly.
hang
You
out.
just
and
stop
you can
by,
enjoy
hang out.
everybody.
Yeah.
People
and just
always
bounce
make
around.
friends in the
I think
chat,
almost
too.
all is there. Who on here is not doing it on Twitch? Is there anybody? I know Gabe, you're doing it on YouTube, correct?
Yeah, I don't have a Twitch
That's
account.
fine.
also
So I know
figured-
Gabe's on YouTube. Is everybody else Twitch?
Yeah, everybody else.
There you go.
I am.
Yeah.
Perfect. Bingo bango.
Awesome.
Multi-stream is your friend, guys. You can be in a bunch of chats at once.
We'll all be posting links to that stuff, right? Or at least you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Someone's
Yeah,
gonna
we
have to
can
explain to me
multi-stream.
multi-streaming after this, because even though my plan is to hop, I've never
So
really.
honestly,
I
it's
haven't
super
either.
easy. As soon as we end, I can walk you through it real quick.
Glorious.
Yes. Glorious.
Sweet.
Is it
Lovely
weird if
jumbly.
I'm like in
Awesome.
Zoom and just mute sometimes when I'm talking to someone specifically?
No, you're good.
No, you're
Because I might
good.
be doing that.
Absolutely.
Well, my friends,
Well, there-
thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Thank you
Yeah,
guys
thank
so
you
much
so much
for
for
being
having us.
here.
Thanks for having all of
Thank
us.
you.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
It was a lot of
Thank
fun.
you. So good
was, it was
seeing
great.
everyone again.
All the
Yeah,
beautiful faces.
Hi, guys.
Well,
It was
when do you want to
absolutely
do
amazing.
an Among Us thing?
I will I'll talk to you about that because I'd love to do it. My schedule's been really crazy, but I want to try to like find a good charity to like raise money for that. And kind of set up the stream in a way that, can kind of gear itself towards that. But I would absolutely love to like do something like that with you guys because I think it would be a blast.
Heck yeah.
Especially in
Nice. Yeah, that'd be
in
funny.
character, in and out of character would be super
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
love
I'm sure
Absolutely.
he'll slip in and out, but yeah.
I'm doing a voice actors one tomorrow night. Unfortunately, it's full already, but I do them once in a
Kick
while.
somebody out.
A lot of people out.
But absolutely. Well, this has been an honor. Thank you guys so much for being here again. It's so great to see you guys. And good luck with your streaming or with your signings, getting through them all. I'm sure there's gonna be a
that'll
lot.
be fun.
And super thankful to have you guys here. And yeah, I'm happy to host this promotional thing for you guys. So
Thank
absolutely.
you.
Thank
Been a
you
great
so
day.
much.
So much.
I'm gonna get my drink on. It's Friday.
Yes.
Yeah.
I need to eat something.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten.
Drunk
I'm gonna
Zoom
go to
all day.
bed.
Literally about to DoorDash something.
Nice.
I know, like I was
Glass of
like,
wine with my
maybe
name
I
on
should
it.
order something. Maybe. Get fast food again because
Again, same here though.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe in the pandemic. Thank you so much for everything and the support, and have a wonderful
Later, guys.
Thanks,
Bye,
Viv.
everybody.
Thank you guys, everybody.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Mwah. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you,
All right.
Streamly.
Thank you.